Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. Let's see if these cameras look right. Oh shit, hold on. Is the cameras? Oh shit, I gotta get the cameras right. Hold on. Ain't nobody showing. Hold on, let me get the cameras right. Hold on. We here.
He's flustered because there's so many people in here tonight.
It is. I am flustered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And we are all the way live tonight.
It's all the way live.
It is a packed house. It is a packed house. Thank you guys for coming through. It is, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully you can go share this out. I know I didn't really promote the show tonight. I was over here doing all different types of stuff, pretty much taking a nap because I got up early. I stayed up late playing NBA. I've been on this NBA 2K24 kick. I've been on NBA 2K everything here for the last week. I got I got NBA 2K15 back. I got NBA 2K13 back, and I went and tried to play NBA. I played NBA 16, and then I played NBA 18. Well, I tried to play it, but because of that weird thing that they had
so you played the same game over and over again. That's what you're trying to tell us.
Shut your damn mouth. And this is why you have been replaced.
It's got a new roster.
It's got a new roster, new animations, everything. So anyway, but no.
It's got a new story.
It does.
It's a new story.
It does. Yeah. It does. There's new stories.
It sucks.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway. It's going to be hell tonight. So let's get ready. I don't know what's going on. And if you guys are wondering why I have this picture behind me, this is a picture of my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Generated one. Yep.
That's fine. You can say my wife is not real. You can say it's AI. You can say what? Yeah. I mean, Fred seen her in person.
Look at her. Come on.
Appreciate it. Thank you. But anyway, the reason why I did that is because, you know, shout out to her.
How'd you meet her, K Maggie? Did she come up to you and say multi-pass?
No, fuck no. I wish, but you know what I'm saying? And I would have been like, yeah, pass the anyway, no, let's not do that. No. How I met my wife was through a, believe it or not, through a Facebook dating site. And and I just kind of like maybe 4 or 5 months out of breaking up with my ex, right? That I've been with for like almost 10 years. And I was at work with one of my homeboys. We were sitting there. I was in there and I was looking through and stuff, and I seen her and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get her. And my homeboy was like, nah, bro, you lying. You ain't gonna get her. She don't want you. I said, man, you got me fucked up. You don't know who, and my real name is Kareem, if people don't know. And I was like, you don't know who Kareem is? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Boy, if I want it, I'm going to get it. And so anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's that. Hey, for all my brothers from the South, hey, my boy Husky, he knows he from the South. Well, if we want something, we gonna get it. We gonna put that
sounds illegal.
It might be. It might have been. It's a depending on what you want. You're right.
It might be.
It might be. I can't confirm or deny that. Anyway.
Groupman over here.
Anyway.
We don't take what we want. We keep what we kill.
Oh wow. Okay. See, you don't see him. So you don't see. We do keep what we kill. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I give my reason of why we get? Because we got a big panel tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, the reason why I got a picture of my wife on here.
Thanks for checking in. I'm so dumb.
Oh wow. Okay. Anyway, so the reason why I got her on here is because if people do remember, my wife caught stage 4 cancer. Well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but she was my girlfriend, and she caught stage 4 cancer many moons ago, about 7 years ago, and it didn't look good for her. It didn't look good for her at all. Their prognosis was not good, and we were just dating at the time, and you know, she fought through it. I mean, you know, she had to go through the change of cutting her hair off, going through chemo for all that time and everything. And now 7 years to the day today, she is cancer free. And it's been a blessing. And you know what? This woman has been a blessing to me. You know what I'm saying? There is no question about it.
Congrats, man.
You know, I can't say it enough. You know what I'm saying? She makes me a better person. There's no doubt about it. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, you might look at this and see this, you know what I'm saying, as Ham Solo said, this owl generated person behind me, but you know what I'm saying?
Dallas, yes.
Right. But no, she about that life, you know what I'm saying? So Pred's seen her, so you know what I'm saying, and Pred, that's why, and now you see why Pred always said that he spends time with my wife now. Now you understand. Now you understand.
I got a question.
Yes.
Did you shave her? Did you shave your head when you? Oh, never mind.
Stop it. Yes. No. When we first went on a date. Oh man, she's not here. I don't think. If she is here, then she would tell the story. Oh yeah. I was bald. I was bald.
He was already bald.
Bro. I was. Man. Let me just tell you this. On the first date, I was a little suspect because I was out of the dating game for so long because I was in a long relationship before that. And so I thought that the old K Mega was still about that life. Like, you know, but no, I was corny as fuck. And so, you know what I'm saying? She dealt with it. So we went on the second date, and then she had a moment where like she had some family that came over that was going to drop something off, and then it turned into a weird situation, and so she got embarrassed, and so then the tides turned, and so then I was back in play. So it was all good. But yeah, no. I met her through a Facebook group dating site. So, and that's pretty crazy. And she was not about me at first, because I was trying to holler at her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, cool, whatever." And then, you know, that milky past the cereal voice, you know, coolness, the finesse came through. Okay. And, you know, listen, that's what finger sucker. So let's go. Anyway. All right. But no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate my wife being in that. Wow. On top of that, my daughter graduated her first stage of college. I did post that. What'd you say, Mitchie?
Sure, she's your daughter. She don't
bro, what is happening? Listen, I can be ugly as fuck, but if you know, for the ladies out there, you know, I can make pretty children. So so ladies, understand what's popping here. You know what I'm saying? I can be an ugly man. Yeah. I can be an ugly man, but I can put in that work and give you the most beautiful children you want. You know what I'm saying? Because my son also is a handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? He looks Italian and shit. You know, he's all suave, but he's all weird and shit now. But he put in the work, Mega. That's all. Yeah. I put in the work in the bedroom and then get ready, and then I put in everything else. So it's all good. Anyway, but congratulations to my daughter for graduating, getting her bachelor's, going on for her master's in law, and you know, I mean, I am, that's crazy. And all I ask for my kids is to be better than me in any way, shape, or form. Don't ever be like me. Be better than me. If you get to a point to where you want to look down at Pops and clown Pops, I'm going to be happy as fuck because you made it. That's all that I care about. So anyway, but shout out to my wife, and that's what I did all that. So anyway, that's why I got the picture of her. I'll probably change it here in a little bit. But anyway, let's get to this panel because it's big and it's rowdy. And you know what? Let's go to the lady on the panel tonight. You know what I'm saying? So we're eventually going to get to see Mitchie in the flesh. Hopefully one of these days. She got to stop being shy. You know what I'm saying? Get on this camera. Let us see her. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear you. We want to see that. Well, Sir X-Man definitely want to see you with his old nasty ass. But anyway.
No, looks like already.
Maybe Sir X-Man isn't on here.
You know what? Sir X-Man, you're done. You're gone. Bye. All right. Anyway, so Mitchie, what's going on with you, young lady? How you been? What's been going on? And what games you been playing?
Not much. Just working a lot and gonna be working more, it seems like. And been playing. I watched the Fallout series and then went to play Fallout for like the third time. I don't know why.
Wow.
And still really didn't get as far as I still didn't get very far, so I don't know. I should surrender. And I've been playing Beltro, and I've been playing a little to the left. It's like an organization game on Gamepass. So that's what I've been playing.
Excellent. Praxis, what's going on with you, brother? You know what I'm saying? Last week, we knew that you had a bunion problem. I know that you didn't want me to say it, but man, you know, listen, when you have...
It's kind of like that.
He said you got a lump in your butt.
Yeah,
What he said.
I didn't say you had a lump in your butt. I said that's where you don't get a lump in your butt from a damn bunion. Know where you're. Oh my God. Okay, Sir X-Man's on some other shit. After I said what I said earlier behind the scenes, this man's, hey, Dark Optimus, you better watch out. It's dangerous times out here.
He's old. He doesn't know human anatomy.
Oh my God.
Leave him alone.
Oh my God. Anyway, all right. So, Praxis, how you been? What you been playing, brother?
I've been just crazy. Like I work, I'm HVAC mechanic, so I'm always on rooftops. And then now they put me back up there, so it's been like a year since I've been up on the roofs because of medical issues I had. So I'm trying to get used to it again. It's kind of kicking my ass. Games. I just kind of jumped into Fallout 4 just to kind of mess with it for a little bit. Been jumping around in there for a little. It did the show thing too. It kind of drew me back, and then playing some Call of Duty occasionally.
Nice. Excellent. All right, let's keep it moving. Man, we got our man. He was on time. He was waiting on me. I was the one over here struggling, fight for my damn life right now. Hey, man, the Hokage. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I can say that properly now. Ham used to cook me for trying to, because at first I was saying it wrong. Anyway, but Husky, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing? And you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that the way that you put the emphasis on the topic that we're going to be talking about here in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That was great. That was great stuff. But how you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. A little tired, but you know, that's a normal thing. But yeah, that's it. Haven't got much gaming done this week. Been kind of busy and been tired, so kind of, you know, took that step away. I started played a little sports games, you know, some FIFA or FC, a little Madden, and a little WWE. That's really all I've been playing this past week, just because I've been, you know, a little fatigued. So I'm like, little jump in that, go sit on the couch, play something, go sit on the couch, catch up on some stuff I missed. But that's all I've been doing right now.
Indeed. All right, let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I see this man over here pooching out his lips. As long as he don't lick them ashy bastards, we all right. Hey, man, Viper. Hell to the no. Anyway, Viper. What? Oh, no. Man, are you kidding me?
Thanks for sharing.
This man is wild, bro.
Ladies, I guess if you interested, men, because I mean the way that it all go down, if you're interested, Viper is available.
Freaking El Boogie.
Yeah. Hey man, Hey, man, bro, hey, man. Hey, I don't know, but I'm just saying, maybe we need to call Miss Patty to come on through and say what's up to you, Viper. What's going on with you, brother, and what you been playing, man? You nasty bastard. I said licking lips. I didn't say all that other. What's happening?
This week I've been don't call him the wiper for nothing.
Ooh.
Miss Patty. That was Hams that started asking you. Hams they called you the wiper. You gotta blame Ham for that one,
man.
Anyway,
man.
So no, I've been busy this week. Kind of just work has been kicking my ass. I got to deal with some old bastard like Sir X-Man.
We all do.
This guy is so deranged, and yeah, even though that they're all veterans that I'm dealing with, my God, this one is just crazy. So I gotta put some of them in their place, and because I'm a veteran too, they actually respect me. They don't respect the women that's there, so I gotta step up and try to be the one to kind of rein them all in. So yeah, it's been kind of busy this week, and I've been playing Tales of Kanzera Zao a little bit further now. What's that area? That little forest that's like a damn maze. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I hate that damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm actually getting back into Redfall and Ghostwire Tokyo and actually Prey. So I'm trying to basically play all of those, and it's gonna lead right into the topic that we're gonna talk about tonight.
Indeed. Let's go ahead. There's a couple of people that's invisible. I'm sorry if you don't see them. If you do, please, because I'm trying to adjust things and whatever, but there's two other people here if you cannot see them, and unfortunately we can't do that. I mean, and this is why I'm finna go to StreamYard just because of this moment, and you know what I'm saying. And so I'm going to appreciate Ham Solo, you know what I'm saying, for so let me join his StreamYard, you know what I'm saying. So let me go ahead and give him a shout out. He ain't going to be here all for the full show tonight, but. Yeah. But and I agree because that man said once he said I'm gonna turn his camera off, he said he was gonna get naked, and I don't know what's gonna happen. He ain't gonna make love to his wife, we know that. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't know what he's gonna be doing. So anyway, Ham Solo, what's going on with you, brother? You know what I'm saying. Keep your camera off, sucker.
And I'm telling you, today my name is Lieutenant Dangle.
Oh, hell no. No, Lieutenant Dangle-lingin'. He said this man stupid. Anyway.
Hey, and you got
what you want.
The wiper
right
to
here.
help you out. Wiper can help you out right there.
The wiper can help you out.
I don't need no deep cleaning at all.
Man, I'm done. I'm out of here. Good night, GRG. We are out. Peace.
I got no time for that.
Hell no. Oh, no. Bro.
Let that cook.
Yeah, let that. No. Let's please not let that cook. Please, let's not let that cook. Let's not let that cook. No more cooking.
I dismissed this. That's what I dismissed.
Man, I like the way you're trying to run there, Daddy.
Man, hit that like button for the nastiness on Friday night. Man. Lord, I don't know what's happening right here. I don't know what's happening.
Man.
Wow.
You're trying to scratch and scrape and get away.
Oof. Okay.
All right. But anyways, on a real note,
You guys scrape it out.
I ain't got time for you, Sir X, man. Be quiet.
Shut your mouth, Sir X, man.
Oh man.
He always got a question after everybody done.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does.
But,
only you, my friend.
I've been playing NCAA football 14.
I did see you post a picture of that. That was interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, because I was running it on my PS3 through my Xbox One.
Oh yeah. Because Xbox One had that hot shit that they never should have got rid of. But go ahead, continue.
Right. They definitely shouldn't have got rid of that.
Yeah, I like that HDMI and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing that, a lot of Fallout, some Stellar Yams. Right now I'm playing NFL Fever 03.
Well, hold on. Now listen. I don't mean to interrupt you while you in your introduction, brother, but I got to ask you this question. You said you started playing Stellar Yams, and now you're telling us that you're playing games from the Xbox One, PlayStation 3 generation? Come on now.
The original Xbox and PlayStation 3. Don't say Xbox One.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. No. That's what I meant to say was I should have said OG Xbox.
The OG,
yeah, the OG Xbox, PlayStation 3, and Stellar Yams didn't hold your attention that much to where you felt like you just had to stay there. Ooh, brother.
What are you talking about right now?
It morphed that Stellar Yams game.
No, I'm just saying. Look, Stellar. Listen, I know how you game. You kind of game kind of like how I do. We kind of randomly go any and everywhere, right? But
Sure.
if Stellar Yams was that one, like Fallout 4 is that one, it would only be a 2-game week for you. And because I know you play NBA 2K with Matt, but you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, right? Like Stellar Yams is good, but it ain't on that level. That's what I'm getting from you. That's the vibes that I'm getting from you.
You're trying to be disrespectful to the Yams.
I'm not. I love yams. Yams is my favorite thing. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe them yams is a little cooked.
You ain't into yams and you into gams. You like them feet.
No. I love yams. I love yams. No.
Thank God I'm a thigh man.
Fuck a thigh. I want the beef. I want the meat behind it, behind the thigh. But anyway, go ahead.
Bunions.
No. I am not a feet man. I want a woman to have good feet. No. I am no. This is my thing. I told my daughter. I told my wife. I told even my mother-in-law. I know. But listen, what I'm saying, right? Listen, what I'm saying. This God honest truth. Listen. My grandfather told me this story, and an old black men on the hill, boy, I always take their word to law to the day that I die.
Popcorn.
Right. No. If a woman can't,
stories are long.
No, this is a quick one. If a woman can't take care of her feet, then she ain't taking care of that ass. So that's how I take it. So a woman got to take care of her feet. So don't get that twisted. But I'm a yams man. So I love yams. I love yams. See, Husky down there, he kind of leaned up, was like, what is this man saying? What the old black men on the hill in Oklahoma say? But he sat back and he sat back like, oh yeah, we say the same thing. They know it.
Listen, I done heard it. Before.
Yeah.
Them old men, or old players, or whatever you want to call them. They be having them stories for days. I done heard some of everything. So yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather, and I live by that because I pay attention to feet. You don't gotta have manicured, pedicured feet, but if your feet ain't right, then it makes me think about like shit. If you too lazy to bend down to take care of that, then you might be too busy to bend down to take care of the other thing that's next to it.
My thing is, if a woman got big feet, I don't really talk to them. I like women with little feet. That's always been me. So
what's the problem with what?
I do not.
Size of feet don't mean nothing.
It makes a difference to me when you.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Okay, all right, we going left. I'm sorry. I'm like this is Ham's introduction. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ham. This is still introductions. I'm sorry, folks. Anyway, go ahead.
About feet, and you made it a whole topic. See, that's how I know you in the feet.
I know. I'm in problems. Anyway, go ahead. I'm not in the feet, sucker. You dirty bastard. Anyway, you almost called me.
Just go ham. Just
Go.
talk over him.
Please, Ham. Go ahead.
Right now.
NCAA 2014, Fallout 4, Stellar Blade, NFL Fever.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the gist of what I've been playing. Next.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get to man. This man, he's hiding in the wings. I gotta try to find. I probably might take my camera away and put this man's camera up here, unfortunately, but we'll you know what I'm saying? I might, I don't know. I might not. I just don't know. But anyway, this man has come here. And we are always happy when Dark Autumn has come through. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother always, even going back to his failed podcast that he would always talk shit about GRG when we first came through. But anyway,
you lasted longer, man. I can't say anything about that.
You can't. We lasted. I fought hard to make sure that I got enough episodes to get past your podcast. So anyway, we're here. So I can retire. GRG can retire right now. Anyway, what's going on with you, Dark Optimus, my man? How you doing and what you been playing, brother? If you had time, I know you've been busy.
Man, I don't.
Thank you for checking in. I'm.
Hit him, Sir X-Man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I know it was Viper. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was Viper. Jesus,
that's my red carpet for the evening. The thing is, K Mega, I don't play games. Okay, I don't play games.
I want
bro,
to thank all of you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
See, look at that. That's PlayStation in a nutshell, right? I've been playing new games because I can't play old games, because PlayStation ain't got no old games.
All right. Hey man, let him cook. Let that man talk. PlayStation needs some wins right now. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, dude, I've been playing MLB The Show mostly because
really
MLB The Show, bro. MLB The Show. PlayStation.
Really?
Excellent. Because I'm an MLB The Show fanatic, so I love MLB The Show. So I buy it every single year.
The 1%er.
Yeah, I'm one of those. And then I caved and got Stellar Blade. It's a good game, man. It's good, but it's kind of hard to kind of like. I'd rather during the week play MLB The Show because I'm so busy. I'm just doing things. So I've been playing mostly Stellar Blade on the weekends. So there's times where I'm like, where was I again? Because I'm having a whole week where I'm not playing it. So. Oh man, this man. No, sir. I don't do those things.
It's a special mouth rig for it, so
exactly. I got strings attached to it. I just I think the game is actually I think the game is really good. But I definitely think that it has its flaws, and I mean, I know people are upset about the character and stuff like that, like her dressing and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, these freaking costumes, the outfits that she's wearing, are skimpy enough. Once you start getting these costumes and her wardrobe, they're skimpy, dude. Skimpy, she's wearing almost nothing at times.
What's the game rated, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Mature, I think. Yeah, mature.
Okay, so you would think that, yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, but people complaining about the game being, I guess quote unquote, what do they call that? Censored.
Mm-hmm.
Is a complete joke, completely. Because she's in scantily clad freaking wardrobe, and then she's cutting down these monsters, and you're seeing blood splatter from their freaking heads and their freaking limbs and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, what do you guys want? You guys are acting like you want I don't know.
there's a bunch of freak
Gamers are bitches. I don't know.
Can't have enough.
Yeah, I don't know, but some of these dudes just need to calm down. Just need to calm down. But other than that, man, I've been good.
Excellent. All right. Okay, well, Sir X-Man, you in the intros. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing? What you been gaming on?
No. Stop it.
That man has not been doing that. Don't do that. That man has not been doing that. Stop it. Stop it.
Things we don't need to know.
It's all dust that comes out. I mean, what?
Yeah, bro, if that.
If that.
Yeah.
I've been still working and enjoying Tomb Raider. I've been getting into Top Spin.
The trilogy?
Yeah, I've been playing the trilogy. I'm about to start on 3 finally. I haven't had time. I've been doing so many other things. I haven't had time to really get all the way through and work through the games like K-Mega do. I've been watching the Fallout and
that's because K-Mega don't work. That's why. He don't do shit.
Wow. Damn. There's a reason why.
Again?
Good grief. All right. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I can't help because I got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay.
I'm getting ready to start part 3. And K-Mega, you're going to love this. I downloaded Anthem. I'm going to give it
Let's go. Let's go.
You are going to download it, and you are going to help me through this.
No
doubt.
Well,
oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I will be right there. Hit me up.
You got it.
All right.
There are some games I downloaded on the Mission Warlords again. I'm gonna play it again, but I'm gonna play it on a harder level. I've been wanting to get through that. I beat it already when it came to Xbox, but now I want to beat it again.
Nice.
And a few other games I wish they'd make number 2 on the Xbox, bringing number 2 out. That'd be sweet. And that's about it. Dib and dab on some games, but that's pretty much my primaries. Other than that, I put on Twitter. I'm not doing no other podcast showings for a while until I get myself together because I'm gonna actually start my podcast show.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'll add to the other.
What is it called?
300,000. Probably pretty much.
I'm not telling nobody. I know the name and only
Crust. It's gonna be called Crust and Rust. Anyway, but that's okay. Featuring Sir X-Man.
Let's go.
Hey, have you finished watching Fallout yet?
No, I have not. I've only watched that one episode. I haven't watched anything else.
Did you finally finish Halo Season 2 yet?
I haven't even started the season yet.
Thank you.
Did you see the Eye Doctor yet?
What? Have I seen what?
Yeah,
I was talking to Sir X-Man. Has he seen the Eye Doctor yet?
Oh shit! Yeah, no. Listen, I'm going to get to it at some point. I just got caught up into. I am okay. Hold on.
You ever get to finally see all the last 3 Star Wars? What are you talking about?
I got you, but listen, I've been collecting older games and some modern games, and there's a reason to my madness, and then we're going to get into the very first topic because I know Ham is on borrowed time, so I want to get it.
Honestly,
so
you don't even need to watch the show. Just play the game.
Well, I do. I played the hell out of Fallout 4. So, I mean, I only did the building part. I mean, for like 40 hours, 50 hours, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
this podcast that didn't like that show. I just could not get into it. I couldn't get into it.
What did you say, Mitchie?
I mean, yeah, that's your opinion.
Yeah,
I just couldn't do it, man.
Oh man, but you can get it.
Darth, don't give him that much credit, Darth. Do not.
Come on,
did you already called him before that? Jesus, I said you big pussy.
Man.
I mean,
let's go. Get him, Darth.
That's true.
Darth versus Dark. I love it. White on white crime is my favorite thing. So let's go. Anyway, so here we go.
I'm gonna have to turn my camera on for that one. You do even Oklahoma.
All right, so before we get to our topic, because I'm going to skip the first topic so we can get to the second topic so I can hear what Ham got to say. But before we do that, there's a reason to my madness, right? Okay, so You can see this right here, right? I bought Redfall hard copy. I know. You said oof, but it's not opened. It's still sealed.
That would look sexier in blue.
Oh man, keep that, dude. That's gonna be worth something.
Right. That's why I'm keeping it. Right. Also, I'm running on some treasure. I'm like, I'm going.
The RM game's gonna be worth a lot later.
You're right. That shit ain't gonna be playable in about 5 years, but that's okay. But anyway,
systems, honestly. I mean,
yeah, but here's another game that is.
We can't even really see it, dude. You
Okay,
have to tell us
sorry.
what the game is.
Okay, so here's Steel Battalion, heavy armor. It's still in the package. It's still in the package. It's still in the package and it's got. And I know the game got rated like awful, but you know what I'm saying. But it's still in the wrapping. It's brand new, right? Okay, so
did you get the controller.
Well, you like awful games. It's
well,
okay.
no. It was for the Kinect. It was for the Kinect, not the controller. So yeah.
I was gonna say Did you ever get the original one?
No, I did not. I never played it. So
I had a buddy who had that. That was insane.
I know. I seen it. It looked amazing. I might one day go and get it. Okay, so also
that's $1,800 in mint condition.
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah. For the original, but yeah, that's the Kinect version. So
that's still cool.
Real quick, the unopened real version of Steel Battalion for the original Xbox is worth $5,000.
So I'm hoping that this puppy will be worth something because I did not know. I bought this for $8. For $8, brand new in the wrapper. So okay, well hopefully that'll be up some. Now this
When did you buy it?
This week, like within the last like couple of weeks. So that I've been buying a whole bunch of old.
I don't think it's gonna go up, man.
It might not, and I don't know. I don't care. I'm just not gonna open it. I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what? So anyway, here's another game that I got. This is FIFA 21. And I don't know if this is going to be worth anything at one point, but it's not opened. And I got this for $8. $8. I'm okay.
Is that the last FIFA?
Well, I think FIFA is FIFA 21 or FIFA 22.
23 was the
20.
last
It's
one.
23.
Okay.
The last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not opening this. I'm just going to buy it digital or just play it through EA or not give a fuck, right? But now this one I'm thinking right here might help into my retirement at some point. This is Wet.
What is it?
Wet. The game Wet. The 360 game Wet. And it's one of my favorite games on 360. I love Wet.
No.
But
I thought my camera was on for a moment. My bad.
Oh,
Oh, hey, I missed
wow.
you, buddy.
Okay. Anyway, this is still in the package, brand new. I'd be damned if I open this bitch now. I got this for $17 from some dude in France. You got me fucked up. You messed up, bro.
Is it the PAL version?
It is. It is.
My ex
Brand new. It is. It is. It's not. It's not
It's
even.
the PAL version, brand new.
Yes, for $17. I got
it. It ain't gonna be worth shit then, because it's the PAL version.
What you mean? What you mean? No. It's not. Okay. So when you said PAL, I thought you meant the American version.
Friendly version.
Right. Yeah, that's the European zone and the Japanese zone.
No. This is the American version.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's NTSB.
What'd you say?
And it's NTSB. American.
NTSC.
Oh, okay. I thought when you said PAL, I thought you meant you said okay. I was wrong. I'm sorry, my bad. But this, I got it for $17.95. I had to pay for $30 shipping because it came from France. But it took like 3 weeks for this bitch to drop. But it's still, I thought it was used because I love Wet that much. I was like, yo, because it was the cheapest one that I could find. And
they got you.
How did they get me? It's brand new.
Tell him, Dark. Tell him.
Okay. Well, tell me, Dark.
I don't know.
that game has been around so much. There are probably a lot of copies that have not been opened
Yeah.
because of that top style of game.
There's copies of the 50 cents Blood on the Sand. You know how much they're going for?
Okay.
I hate to say it, but the only games that would probably go up in value would be the original Xbox games, not the 360 stuff, because the 360 stuff was sold in such a big quantity. That's
okay.
why.
Okay, well that's fine. I'm not tripping, but all I know is
I'm just saying if you're
I got it for
expecting a retirement out of it,
I'm
you
not.
might want to.
I'm not. I said that it could. I said I could get a retirement, but if it don't, then I'm not tripping. But I'm not opening them. I'm just gonna find a cheaper version or discless. Well, not in a package, wet, because I do want to get wet back. The reason why I want, and I know that said, I'm sorry. That sounded bad. I'm sorry. I wanted to get wet again. I want to get wet again.
You say that, sir.
I'm talking about the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not talking about people. I want to get the game again. Anyway, okay, all right, I'm done. Let's get to this topic before I get my ass in some trouble. Anyway, no, all right, so. Oh, stop it, shit. Anyway, all right, so.
What's your bag?
Oh man, stop that. Okay, anyway. Thank God tonight that we do have a half Latino in here, which is Dark Ottoman. So, you know what I'm saying, that he can laugh at that because because when I said it, I said, oh,
I caught it.
Yeah. I did not mean it that way, but
I saw your face.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Anyway, okay, all right.
You thought I was just gonna grace right past that, didn't you?
No. I knew I was gonna get cooked for it. And if you came at me and was like, what the fuck did you say? No, bro, I did not mean it that way. Anyway, all right. And I damn can't say do that with my wife back here looking like, because motherfuckers then's gonna be testing everything. Like, you light skinned, you doing this, they're gonna be saying I'm on some Drake shit now. So I don't even know what the hell's going on. Anyway, let's go. All right, so let's get to it. All right,
Obi,
so
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Obi. I appreciate that, man.
All right, so the state of Xbox, and have you lost trust in the brand? Okay.
Nope.
Let's go to Mitchie first. She is the lady. Ladies go first. As always, we treat them with respect and kindness. And you dirty son of a guns, better be quiet and let this woman cook. Anyway, so Mitchie, what is your thoughts? From the news that we've heard so far, we got a lot of people that's on the doom and gloom. It's not like this is anything new, but a game like High Five Rush and the other studios, like for games like Redfall, Dishonored, there's a lot of people that like those games and they're gone. What is your thoughts about Xbox and the situation that's going on with them?
Hi-Fi Rush is still there. You can still play it.
Mm-hmm.
Redfall is there. You can still play it. You can still play Dishonored. You can still play all those games because they're in Gamepass. You can play them. And I just don't think, like, for Arcane Austin, there was any recovery from Redfall. It's too bad, but I haven't lost trust in Xbox. I mean, are you supposed to trust them? Really?
That's a
Are
good
you?
question.
Because I don't really think you're supposed to trust them. I mean, you're just a consumer. You're buying their stuff, and
Well, you
if
have to
wanna
trust.
continue, you can.
Yeah. You have
But
to
you
trust
don't.
in the product a little bit. I mean, if you're going to buy it, you're putting your money, you're kind of investing toward it a bit. So there is some trust there. But as far as like investing
Like
your
trusting
entire
Microsoft.
trust, well, trusting them to make a product that is good, that's decent,
Yeah, sure.
that's about it, I would
Yeah,
say.
but you're not
Yeah.
like
Like
throwing everything behind them,
placing your
and
trust in them. Yeah, that's a different
yeah,
story.
yeah. But I mean, I'm still a fan. It doesn't stop me from being a fan just because they do things that they have to do. I mean, that's not gonna stop. But I'm looking forward to June, the showcase, to see what they got to show, and That's what matters, what games they're going to bring. And if they have something for me, they have something for me. If they don't, then I look elsewhere, and that's fine. I mean, I have a PlayStation 2, and they're not giving me anything this year, that's for sure. So I guess I don't have a Nintendo, so that's a moot point there. So Xbox is what I have, so that's what I look forward to. And they have to do what they have to do.
Okay.
And if that's what's going to save them money and make them move on and forward and up, then let them do what they got to do.
All right. Okay. Fair point. All right, let's go to you, Husky, on this. Do you have a problem with Xbox right now? I mean, and we'll get into the Game Pass part here a little bit later. I just want to get into the trust aspect first. What do you think, man? I mean, is it from the news that we've heard? Does you feel like that Xbox is kind of letting you down, or is it kind of like what Mitchie is saying? Where are you at?
So, well, first thing, my heart goes out to all those folks that are gonna lose their jobs or losing their jobs to those studios being shut down.
Absolutely.
So, listen, as far as trusting Xbox or just any brand per se, you had like kind of like Darth said, there's a little bit of trust there, but it's still at the end of the day, this is still a business that's out to get money eventually, and as you're seeing now in this, not just in, I will say, being online, you see people just go into a panic when Xbox does stuff. But PlayStation closed studios and ended stuff like a few months ago. They was closed the studio that was working on Twisted Metal. It was a couple of studios they closed or stuff they shut down. It's like, y'all didn't panic then. Let's not do the same way Xbox does. And granted, Tango did have a successful game with Hi-Fi Rush. However, the studio head left. I can't think of his name, but he left like either right after or right. I think it was right after Hi-Fi Rush dropped. Yeah. He ended up leaving the studio, so that was kind of like a, may have been a sign of things to come, which would happen. As far as Arcane Austin, I hate that studio didn't get a chance to fully redeem the Redfall game for the public eye. But and I will say I think that's a little bit more on the Xbox side. I think it's their fault. As far as I feel it's they have some fault in it, because I think even Phil admitted to that they should have did more due diligence of checking on Redfall before it got released. Like he mentioned in the interview he did with Kinda Funny, he mentioned that he takes the blame for it. They should have did more investigating or checking on that game before it got fully released to the public. So I think that's some their fault there. But overall, I'm not sure. It's about the same. I'm still excited for the showcase. They still have games coming down that I do looking forward to play. Like I said, Fable, South of Midnight. What is State of Decay 3 whenever that drops. Like and my only worry is with them closing studios like that. What are some of the other ones that's gonna happen? Like, does this mean that Double Fine is in trouble? Some of the smaller studios, like are those studios also in trouble since we lost, like I said, Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin. I forgot the other two that got folded. One got folded up into another one or something, but I can't think of the other two's name. Yeah. And does this mean that some of the other smaller studios are going to be let go because they're not bringing in any money for the people that's up top that's making these decisions with people's lives, that they still get their full check or whatever, but you got developers who are out here slaving to make these games or trying to do a good job to make these games, and just because it's not a super successful game or whatever, or in the case of like Hi-Fi Rush, it was successful financially, maybe didn't get as much money as you wanted, but it still has a decent success. Put it on another platform, still doing decent there. But I guess it's not not generating or bringing in more money like Sea of Thieves, some of the multiplayer games. But overall, man, I still feel about the same with Xbox. It's just sad to see these studios get closed and shut down like that.
Yeah, no, fair points. Fair points. What about you, Praxis? Where is your level of trust into Xbox right now?
I'm not. I'm not really worried too much. I would say the only thing I'm not liking. I don't like. It's kind of hard to gauge based on the executive responses. They're going to be acting from a business perspective, and when you hear them speak, it can be really cold. And that's kind of the way business goes. I mean, they're looking at things from profit margins, and they're trying to see how they're going to save money here and there. I kind of think I don't know how much was invested. I don't know if there was any kind of disclosure how much like they spent on something like Hi-Fi Rush and what they made from it. I mean, I think I saw the Steam sales were something like 16.3 million is what they made from it just through Steam alone. So I'm assuming it was fairly successful financially, and I thought it was also supposed to be an example of non-AAA games and how they can benefit and show like ingenuity and some kind of inventive creativity for the game industry to try some different things. And now they, a year after it comes out, they shut the studio down. I feel that's a little short-sighted, in my opinion, a little bit. Now maybe they're doing that because it's we're not making money here and there. Last time I checked, I think Microsoft is still selling the Surface Pro laptops that they're making new every year that don't sell for shit. So it kind of makes me scratch my head when they're throwing money into something that's not making any money, and that they're afraid to allow things to go. And I know they spent a lot of money, but they got a lot of money in reserves as well, probably more than most companies out there. And it just seems, I don't know, it seems a little, like I said, a little soon to be doing something like that and folding them in, unless they've got some kind of plan that is bigger than we're seeing. But I think it's all financial at this point. So it's like I said, it's a little short-sighted. I haven't really lost my faith in Xbox. I think they're going to still be making good things, but it's just disappointing to see them jump and kind of do this. They're reacting to the market, and it's contracted quite a bit, and maybe they're trying to put more resources into places, but I don't know. It's disappointing, but it's not a huge surprise.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Ham Solo. Yeah, true. Your time, brother. I'm messing with the camera. I'm going to take my camera off, and I'm going to try to put Dark or somebody else's on there. I think that it's more fair than just having my big mug on there the whole time. But Ham Solo, your thoughts about the situation and when it comes to trust, because that was something that the media has been kind of adding on to everything, is that there's a lot of people out here that don't have trust in Xbox after the information that's been coming out about them shutting down studios and so forth and so forth. Where are you at?
I'm on the I'm kind of in a weird spot because like I've never really been a huge fan of Tango or what was it? Or Arcane Austin. And obviously, I mean, and I'm not really a mobile gamer either. So the folks that made Mighty Doom, like, yeah, I probably was never going to play that game, if I'm being honest. But like, it was still really interesting seeing them be part of the purchase and, have something to prove. And, Redfall came out the way it did. It wasn't pretty, sure, with the way it came out. So I mean, hearing what Phil said, I was interested in to see, well, maybe they stepped in some shit right here, and maybe they'll give us something dope next time. And then Tango comes out and gives us a critically acclaimed game, which K Mega and folks were saying all last year, like it deserves to be on the game of the year list and all that stuff and whatnot. And it's kind of wild that the thing that everybody's been praising for the last year and saying that it needs to go on the game of the year list, that studio is done. Like that's wild to me,
Yeah,
like
that
in
is
that
wild.
aspect. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people jumped and didn't really pay attention, quite frankly, to when Sarah said, or when others had, because I remember there was like an article or something about it where they were claiming like bad timing, right? And I feel like a lot of people looked past that and didn't take it very serious. But if you look at like Microsoft as a whole, as of like right now, a lot of us have admitted that, you know, Xbox put themselves in a pretty rough spot to where it feels like every game that comes out needs to be like the thing that puts Xbox in the next echelon or whatever that's supposed to even mean. So with that being said, we got all the we got the games that, you know, we got a lot of the usual suspect games like Forza, Halo. The only thing we're missing is Gears. So I mean, that's obviously going to be exciting. But as for something that we haven't had prior, that being like a Tango game or Arcane or whatever, and I mean, they had, you know, they had to come out and prove something. And I feel like Hi-Fi Rush came out and proved that they could make a good game, but it didn't really prove that they could make a sustainable product or a product that is going to be able to muster up some money quickly, which is what Xbox was looking for at that specific moment of time. Like, I feel like if you would have put Hi-Fi Rush out, like maybe even a year from now, it would have been a whole different story because you're not using Hi-Fi Rush to say, hey, we're moving in the right direction. It's just part of the cause that is Xbox. So I feel like, yeah, then it kind of makes sense. But putting it out there in front of Starfield, in front of even Redfall, and saying, hey, we need something to, you know, really make some sales and really, you know, give us an ROI, give us the ROI that we're looking for, and they didn't get it. And they even were like, you know what, well, maybe let's see if our customers are wild, and maybe they just don't buy things because it's in Game Pass. So let's see how it does on PlayStation. Doesn't really sound like it got that supported on PlayStation either, to be honest. So with that being said, it's just like, okay, well, what is the what is like the level of, what is success for Xbox outside of just sales? Because we already know that is a big piece, and I think Xbox is still trying to kind of figure that out for themselves. But at the same time, they were like, hey, maybe, I mean, it's unfortunate, and I don't think a lot of people that are in those positions like to get rid of folks or fire them, but they seemed like I'm assuming at the moment that seemed like the best road to them. As crazy as that might sound, but keep this in mind: when they purchased Bethesda, and maybe Doom, so id Software for their for like their engine and their knowledge and stuff like that. But if I'm being honest, if Tango or Arcane was closed up, would they have still bought Bethesda? My answer is yes, because they wouldn't have, because they didn't go into that purchase saying I need Tango and I need Arcane. They
That's a
didn't. They said
great
I
point.
need. They said
Well, no,
I
that's
need
of course.
Bethesda.
That's a great
Of
point.
course.
That's a great point.
So when it comes all down to it, like a lot of people are like, hey, I'm worried about Ninja Theory and I'm worried about Compulsion. A lot of people didn't think, hey, when they bought Compulsion, who else did they have to worry about after they purchased them? Does anybody else know?
No.
That's because there was nobody else that they had to worry about. They were buying Compulsion for Compulsion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing for Ninja Theory when they purchased them. Same thing for Obsidian. It's the same thing for Double Fine. and a lot of people are saying, oh man, I'm really worried about Double Fine. Well, I could see how it's just like, after what Microsoft did, it's just like trust is out the fucking window right now, right? Because they spent the better part of last year apologizing for Redfall and talking about the success that was Hi-Fi Rush. So you can take your whole positive spin on things and kind of shove it right now. No one's listening to it. But like if we kind of like look at it without being like super emotional about it, it's just like very similar for like Toys for Bob, but they had an option at the end of the day. We don't know what the option was for Arcane or Tango, but they didn't buy Activision for Toys for Bob. So what happens? Toys for Bob says, hey, we're pretty sustainable on our own. Do you mind? And they said, we actually don't, because we were probably going to get rid of your ass anyway. So it's just like those are just some things that you got to kind of think about and put into perspective. A lot of people are thinking with their emotions and they're vomiting it out onto onto like different social media platforms, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. And I understand the empathy behind it, but the reality is that if you were a CEO or in this predicament, and sure, you may have had your person, your face come out and say apology this, apology that, apology this. Backing up some of those apologies aren't sometimes as important as it is taking care of what's actually going down in-house that people don't see. And getting that taken care of isn't always a pretty job. It's more than likely a dirty job, right? It's going to get a lot of people pissed off and angry. And I don't think they're purposely like, hey, how can we fuck with the community today and piss them off? Like, I don't think anybody there is malicious enough to be like, oh man, I can't wait to drop all this bad news and lose faith and money and goodwill. Like, I don't think that that's their plan at all. I think their plan is, hey, we just bought a lot of stuff. Activision's it's going to be hefty keeping them on board, and if we're planning on putting games into Game Pass and having it make sustainable sense, we can't, even if a game gets an award, continue to just throw money into a pit of something that has a track record. Because keep in mind, I understand a lot of people are frustrated and pissed about Arcane and about Tango, but if you look at their track record, it's ugly. It's not pretty. You look at the Evil Within 1, okay. Evil Within 2, miserable in sales. This is before Game Pass. You look at fucking Ghostwire Tokyo, not very good in sales. You look at Hi-Fi Rush, critically acclaimed, sold horribly. I mean, so I mean, I feel like a lot of people are ignoring the obvious facts because it's popular to say Microsoft's bad, especially when, and I just find it ironic that a lot of people, say Microsoft bad and are extremely vocal for it. But the same thing will happen under another platform, and it's just like pin drop quiet. Like, it's like nothing ever bad even happened. And I understand Microsoft has a little bit of a microscope on them. They kind of did it to themselves, and I'll give you that. But like, I'm just over the whole anytime there's any sort of negative publicity, it's Xbox is over. And that's why I really respected what Mike Ybarra came out and said. He pretty much said, they have one of two ways to pick. They can pick to either go just completely third party and say screw it and make sure everything is available everywhere and good to go, which I'm not hoping that they do right away. But then he said there's the other option, which actually looks more likely to be going on, especially after Sarah Bond had her interview, and she said that her main focus right now is the next generation. And if that's the main focus right now is the next generation of hardware, and she said not just power and performance, but other things as well that we've been asking about as gamers, it sounds like there's hardware. So I don't understand why everybody is thinking that Xbox is completely over. Like, I just like it. The sentiment is exhausting, honestly, just to see, and it makes me not even really want to interact with a lot of people because it's just like you're not saying anything of logic. You're just talking with your feeling. So it just gets it gets kind of frustrating. But but all in all, this whole situation, I don't like it. It's not a good look, and it's definitely pisses me off because it's the same situation I hit you with a couple years ago, K Mega, back in 2022, I want to say. When I was
2022,
pissed off that Starfield
yeah,
didn't come out. Remember that?
yeah.
I
I do
was
remember.
just saying, I specifically said Xbox, I don't care if the game needed to be delayed. That wasn't the issue. The issue was messaging, and you get people so hyped and so excited, and you make it sound like you care about everything and every damn situation just to turn around and shit the bed and make yourself look bad. Like nobody is to blame for bad hardware sales, bad trust within the community, bad faith, and all that other stuff other than themselves. Like Microsoft is 100% responsible for the way that they've made people feel easily. But at the same time, people are really taking advantage of the popularity behind negativity, and that's where we don't end up really learning from mistakes, because all these companies end up doing is not taking anybody serious because everyone's always pissed. So it's just like, how can you take your like a crowd or a fan base serious when no matter what you do for them, it's bad? So that's where I'm going to end it. Okay, Meg,
Okay.
I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay, no. I want to let you cook on it. I want to let you cook on it for real. All right, so let me go ahead and go to Viper on this one. Get his thoughts, Viper. I'm going to let Optimus go last on this. So God bless you for listening to what Sir X Man's going to say. No, let me not be messy. Anyway, but no.
I got to go
Viper.
in like 8 minutes.
About in 8 minutes. Yeah, so that's why I was letting you roll. So yeah, they'll just let you. I knew that. That's why I went to you first, or third. Viper, your trust. I know that you came on to Loke and Ham Solo's podcast and Cozy, and Matt. You know what I'm saying? Got to acknowledge everybody on the podcast. You know, we had a little conversation earlier. You heard what Ham had to say. You've heard what Darth had to say. You've heard what everybody else had to say before you. Has it changed your perception, or are you on the same wavelength that you are about the trust issue with Xbox at this point?
I'm still on the same wavelength.
Okay, all right. Explain, brother.
So I understand what everyone has said. I understand that
he's a little low. We can
You need to put a little bass in your voice. You sound as a light skinned brother, you sound dark skinned. You need to put a little bass in your voice. As a light skinned brother, you need to put, you know what I'm saying, because we light skinned brothers, we confident. You know what I'm saying? You need to put a little bit of bass in your voice, brother.
Can you hear me now?
No, put a little bass in your voice, man. What's going on?
Turn the volume up somewhere, dude. You got to turn your volume up somewhere.
You got to bring the voice down.
Let's go.
It's not me.
Darth is over here saying, he said, I'm going to tear your ass up. I'm going to put this voice on your ass. Come on. What's happening?
No.
Where you at?
Can you hear me? Because this is.
I can hear you. We can hear you. It's just a little low. I'm going to see if I can try to turn you up on Discord. Go ahead, though.
Okay. So, like I said, I've heard what everybody had to say.
Yes, sir.
And I understand that it is a business decision.
Got you up.
I understand that Microsoft is not the ones that are in charge anymore. It's now the board. It's Microsoft now that's in charge.
Not Xbox, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Xbox anymore. Phil Spencer is not in charge anymore.
Mm.
Satya and Amy Hood and who's that other guy?
Stewart.
Yeah,
Stewart.
what is Tim Stewart?
Tim
Yes.
That
Stewart.
was his name. I thought it was this motherfucker over here.
Oh, get him.
Yeah, Tim
Okay, let's go.
Tim Stewart, Amy Hood, and Satya are the ones calling the shots right now. And I don't think Phil Spencer's happy. I don't think Sarah Bond is happy.
Sure as shit didn't look happy.
No.
No.
And so I don't have trust in that because the thing is, you put Phil Spencer in charge of Xbox, and what has he done each time? He's basically delivered on the promises that he set out to do for building the Xbox brand. He asked for the money, and I understand they want that return on investment. They want the return on investment for $70 billion. But you spent those 2 years and you knew that it was going to take that long to pick up ABK. You knew that it was going to be that tough of a fight. And you knew that after it was done, you were going to start getting this influx of money from ABK. What was the profit that they just made on their third quarter? Wasn't it $26 billion based just from the Xbox side? 26 billion. So they've already made that much in their third quarter that just released right now. And you still mean to say that, oh, wait, we need to still make some more cuts. Specifically for a Japanese developer that you said that you need at this point. Phil was trying to break into the Japanese/Asian market. And yet, the one Japanese developer that you inherited from ZeniMax, now you've gotten rid of it. You could have at least kept that one. Yeah, Roundhouse and Alpha Dog, I understand. Those two kind of insignificant. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to say that their job, not the people's jobs are insignificant, but those two studios, in my opinion, were insignificant. Yes, roll them over into other studios, help out with other things, but you could have at least kept Tango Gameworks. In terms of Arcane Austin, yes, those were duds. It was a dud for Redfall. And Microsoft, and as a matter of fact, just like Phil Spencer said, they're at fault for not going in and checking on that game right then and there. They were at fault. I understand that. Prey, a lot of it's well loved, but not many people bought it. I understand.
I like the original Prey.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Hey,
Good night, Ham.
thanks for being on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I went to
Peace
you,
out,
brother.
y'all.
Have a good one.
So they had Prey. Didn't they do one of the Dishonoreds? Because remember, there's 3 Dishonoreds that was out there.
They did Dishonored too.
All right, so they did Dishonored 2. So, and you're saying that Dishonored 2 wasn't well
as well
received?
received as Dishonored 1. They
Okay,
changed the mechanics in it.
all right. And then, of course, there's Deathloop. You're saying that wasn't well received, even though that was up for
No,
awards as well?
Deathloop is still going. That studio is still going because they're the studio that's working on Blade.
That's
Yeah, no.
the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Deathloop was Arcane Leon. Okay.
Yeah.
Leon.
So the fact is that, okay, Austin, 70% of the original team left because they did not want to do Redfall, and the Redfall came out as a complete disaster. Okay, fine. I see the point of that. But let's not forget there were other studios that Microsoft, well, let's just say other studios that Xbox had that were not performing as well. Why didn't we touch some of those studios? How about shrinking the amount of people that was in 343?
Oh
because
man, how you gonna sit there and say that to Halo Infinite?
They already
Hold on, listen.
They did
They
that
already
last
did that.
year. They did.
They did some retooling with
Yeah.
343, but
Yeah.
Viper does have a point. 343 has had three Halo games to get a complete game. I think Halo 3 was okay. I think the story was okay, but the multiplayer sucked. Halo 4, the multiplayer, or 5, whatever, like you get one thing.
Let
and
me
others
correct.
are
Hold
like,
on. Let me correct you right
Listen.
now. Let me correct. Hold on. No. Let me correct everybody on this panel right now before y'all go left on. Lean your ass back. Let me correct you. Halo 5 is the most profitable fucking Halo of all of those Halos. The most profitable. I am a Halo 5 stan, and when people sit there and say, well, Halo 5 wasn't complete with this Halo, listen, the best multiplayer. Now, I know that there will be the Halo 1, 2, 3 stands and will say whatever, right? I got you. I got you. But Halo 5 is the most profitable Halo out of all the Halos to date. If there's any Halo that is, because Halo is a $1 billion franchise, all Halos is done very well. But if there's any Halo that's been a dud, there's only two, and that is Halo ODST, which was a DLC, and Halo Infinite. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to agree with you on because
okay. Because my juices start getting.
Listen. The multiplayer on 5 was amazing. Like that part. I know people had a problem with the campaign.
Yeah,
I didn't think the campaign was as bad as people made it seem to be.
Feel you.
But once again, a lot of people didn't like the story or where it was going, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you know, and it had 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and Infinite. Infinite, the issues it's had, but to the point, 343 has done some retooling. That I think was last year. They did a bunch of changes and stuff like that. So maybe whatever they work on next will be, better. But I'm just saying, like I
got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And they did make some changes. However, it's still, but yeah, go ahead, Viper. I'm sorry.
No, you fine.
No, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. When anybody go after Halo 5, I gotta stand my ground. I'm sorry. You just got to be ready for it. Yeah. Halo 5 means everything to me. I'm sorry. I'm beating my chest. I'm beating my chest heavy for Halo 5, bro. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Halo 3 and Halo 2, greatest multiplayers of all of them. Yep.
So X-Man, you'll never come back here. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. I have no problem with people that say that those Halos are the best Halos, but go ahead, Viper. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
So what I was saying is that you see some of the failures that occurred with 343.
Yeah.
And how over-bloated, shall we say, that Halo Infinite became in terms of like changing up of the engine. The fact that we heard reports that it cost over $500 million, or was it over? It was over $500 million that we heard that Halo Infinite, the development took. And how many people did they have plus contractors with 343? Well over 1,200.
Yeah.
So couldn't you have shrunk that team a little bit more so that way you save some money? At least you could have still kept Tango. Because there was only like 97 people that was at Tango. And that's in Japan. Like I said, you needed to have a Japanese company. And right now, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, they're still, the reports were that they're still asking people to see if who will resign or who will take severance. So some could still come out of 343. You don't know because you don't know where they're asking those people from that they want to take severance, voluntary severance or retirement. So
but it's
or transfer to a different department.
But see, all of that doesn't even matter at this point. They've already made a decision to shut down Tango. That's the problem that a lot of people have. I'm okay that they shut down Arcade Austin. Fine. They failed to perform. They failed to provide that profit that they're looking for, the return on investment that they're looking for. I understand that, but the fact is, you still needed that Japanese developer. You still had an inroad to Japan. If you wanted to make inroads into Japan, Phil Spencer said himself, Tango Gameworks is the stepping stone that gets us into Japan. You can't, right now, I don't even trust that. I don't even want Microsoft buying anybody else at this point.
Oh, wow.
Because if you buy any other developers / publishers, who else are you going to shut down? Who else is going to get the boot? Just like Hokage said earlier, I'm worried about Double Fine. I am worried about some of these. I'm worried about Ninja Theory now because with Hellblade coming out and it's going to be in Game Pass, how many people are actually going to buy it? In addition to that, they remember they also had a dud in Bleeding Edge. Remember that little project that they had, and that nobody
don't say nobody because people are still playing Bleeding Edge today.
You bought it.
People are still playing Bleeding Edge today, sucker.
Not that many.
Actually, yeah, they are. They are playing Bleeding Edge. I've seen it a lot.
It's not that many.
No, it's not. It's not that many. No, because they stopped production of the game. But you're right. You're right on that. I'll let you cook on that. But no, but
the fact is that they had that dud right there.
Yeah.
Right. And
yeah, the devs had to go work on Hellblade. Make that point, please.
Yeah, I know that they had to go work on Hellblade. They're also working on Project Mara.
Yes.
But my whole point is, look at who's in charge right now. Okay. You've got the board in charge right now, the top heads in charge, and they're the ones that's saying, we don't care. Well, let's cut this person. Let's cut this team. Let's cut that team. Let's cut this team. They're not making enough. They're not making enough. And they're not looking at the bigger picture. Well, they're looking at the money. They're not looking at the bigger picture, which is, what are we going to keep that is going to help us win this console race? And I know that they're looking past console. I understand that. But they need inroads to win this race between them, Nintendo, and Sony. That's what they need at this point. We're talking the video game section. I'm not talking about the other parts of Microsoft where they want to deal with the cloud. They want to deal with AI. They want to deal with this. They want to deal with that. I understand they're dropping in hardware. They dropped in hardware, what, 31% this past quarter? Okay, fine. Their hardware's not selling. How about you fricking market the damn thing? How about you bundle some damn games with the console? How about you say, hey, Call of Duty is bundled with Xbox? How about you give us some custom consoles? How many people have been asking for all of those damn things?
I can rock with you with that. I can rock with you with a couple of the things you're saying.
The fact is, you cannot market your damn thing. I hate to say this about Aaron Greenberg, but what is his overbloated paycheck looking like compared to what the hell is he doing? Where, like I said, where's the marketing? He's getting paid all that damn money. What the hell type of marketing is he doing?
So I didn't know Xbox? I will say this. Microsoft, they did come out to give us some information about how much money that Microsoft has been given for marketing. Oh, well, Xbox has been given for marketing, and it is $500 million.
Okay. Is it just Xbox all in total?
Total. And from what I'm seeing from what that I got that information last night or early this morning, I would say today actually. And from what a lot of people were saying, because I don't know the budget, that's a lot of money. I've never seen that type of money in my life. So, but for a lot of people say that that's just not enough money, especially for everything that you've acquired, for you to try to push out a narrative. So I don't know. And now, since you know that number, does that kind of change the perspective? Because especially with if Aaron is only working with that type of money, and then most people are saying that's just not enough money for marketing. Do you have a different change of heart, or are you still on his throat? Because I mean, listen, you speak your truth. I'm not going to argue with you about it. So go ahead. What do you think?
I'm still on his throat
Okay.
because the thing is that he's also part of the board too.
You know, he's got a voice, but Phil is the board.
Okay, so he's got a voice. He's got access to Phil.
Right.
Phil has access to Satya and Amy Hood and Tim Stewart.
Yes.
Why is it he cannot convince them? He's already convinced them for $70 billion for ABK. Why can't you convince for more marketing so that you can put yourself out there?
I can't fight you on that one.
In order for you to be popular around the world with your product, market the damn thing. That is what people are looking for. Some of the things that you had at soccer fields or I'm gonna call it football for around the world. In football around the world, market it. The Super Bowl. I know that costs a lot. I understand. But usually a Super Bowl ad is like $1 to $5 million per ad, right? So market.
This year it was $7 million for 30 seconds.
Okay, that's some bullshit. But the fact is, market your stuff. You've got a Halo TV show. Okay. You put
Keep
some
going. I'll be right
commercials.
back. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Put some commercials of your own to market your console with the Halo TV series. You got the Fallout TV series. Put some marketing of your own to market the console. You've got these TV shows. Market your console. Don't just market the damn shows, market the console. That is the problem. Market the damn games. Yes, we understand Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. How many people we got in Game Pass? 35 million, right? And that's even after they've included the people from Core or Xbox Live, right? So what in the hell is going on? If you're not going to market it, that's the reason you're not making any damn money. And once again, when you shut down a studio that was your stepping stone into a market that you could not penetrate, you fail. And right now, with everybody talking about, oh, Microsoft should buy Sega. No, we don't want you to buy shit. Do not buy Sega. Do not buy Capcom. Do not buy Konami. Do not buy Platinum Games. Do not buy any Japanese company. Forget it, because you're fucked up. Do not buy any other publisher. Do not even look at 2K. Or, I mean, yeah. No, what is it? Yeah, it's 2K. Do not look at 2K. Do not look at EA. Do not look at anybody. Fix your own damn house first. Because you're fucking up. Plain and simple. Now, if they want to, actually listen to Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty, listen to them because they're the ones that are going to get you there. They're the ones that's going to get you some more money. Yes, you've got Call of Duty that's a money maker. You've got the mobile side that you're starting up right now. Okay, fine. We'll see how much money comes in when this mobile app, it's not an app, it's on the web right now. But when in July, when this mobile side comes around, we'll see how much money that makes. But I'm telling you right now, they are fucking up. They take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back each time. And that is the reason why I don't trust them, because every single time that we think they're going to take an advance forward, they're going all the way back and just stepping on damn rakes left and right. I understand the business side of it. And yes, my emotion is also in it as well. But at least I'm giving you certain facts behind it to let you know that it's not just all about emotion. It's about thinking about the long game. All they're thinking about is the money that's right now. Oh, we're not getting our money back from this ABK thing. We spent over $70 billion. We want our money back right now. The shareholders don't want to wait this long. They want their money right now. No, that's an investment. That's what it's called. It's an investment, and you've got to take the time to let this thing go through. I mean, the fact is, we heard that a Hi-Fi Rush 2 was being planned. That could be another thing. And yes, you brought Hi-Fi Rush to PlayStation. Now they know that the studio shut down. Of course, they're not going to buy the damn game. So I don't know.
Okay, so we're about. I got Dark Optimus because I know he's been waiting, and I know I got Sir X-Man. So I was going to wait. I was going to wait on that. So, but Sir X-Man, your thoughts about this, because there's another added part of this, which was a great point from Husky that kind of like spurred this, because I knew that we were going to be on this topic for a while, but
let Darth go first, because I've got a Mogwai moment. Let him go first.
Okay. So Darth, I said Dark Optimus. Your thoughts? Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to be the one confused on it, but anyway, is this your trust? Because I know that you're a PlayStation guy, right? You always have been. You're a PlayStation first guy, but you have told your truth when it comes to PlayStation being on some shitty situation.
The camera. Please go back. You broke my screen, dude. I can't see nothing now.
Man, let this man cook, man. He's here. Anyway, so your thoughts, man. What's happening here, and what do you think? Have you lost trust into Xbox after this news?
I had to turn my camera off for this one.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
Because there's gonna be people in the chat, and there's gonna be people on this panel who aren't gonna like what I have to say.
Okay.
This is a business.
Mm.
They're in it to make money. This is why they do these things. It's not just Microsoft. It's also PlayStation. It's also the entertainment industry as a whole. They're trimming the fat. They're doing things that they have to do to survive, because the industry is in shambles. People aren't going to the movie theaters as much as they used to. COVID-19, and I know people are like sick and tired of hearing it, COVID-19 changed a lot of things. They changed almost everything in the entertainment industry by creating streaming for most people. I mean, most people are used to now getting movies in an instantaneous manner. They don't go to the movie theaters like they used to. They don't buy the games like they used to, because they're getting things instantly. That's not just on Microsoft, that's on everybody. Also, with what people are doing, which I think is completely and utterly fucking stupid, it is when people are blaming the people at Xbox for these decisions. It's not their decision. It's the shareholders' decision to do these things. They're the ones who are going in there and saying, hey, you need to trim this, you need to trim that, you need to trim this. They're not looking at these things as people. They're not looking at this stuff as a company. They're looking at it as a number. It's a number on a sheet of paper for them. So they do what they got to do to get the revenue that they need, the profits that they need. You're entitled to your opinion. Everybody is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But at the end of the day, this is a business, and they're in it to make a profit. And if they're seeing where these games are not making them a profit, they're gonna cut them. And especially nowadays. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Hi-Fi Rush didn't do well and Hi-Fi Rush wasn't a great game, because it actually was. I played it. I loved the game. I thought it was an absolutely excellent game. Here's the thing, though. It's not feasible to just sell well nowadays. You have to sell astronomical. You have to sell beyond a little bit of profit. You have to sell beyond just breaking even. Well beyond breaking even. I don't know if Hi-Fi Rush broke even or not. I'm not sure if it... I think it sold more than it was made for. But it wasn't enough to keep that studio afloat. And I agree with Viper. They should have kept that studio because of the fact that they were a Japanese studio, and they were the only Japanese studio that Microsoft has. Period. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and like I said, it's not... you cannot just be mediocre anymore. You can't. Like, in this industry, you can't. Period. Like, you could get away with it if you're an indie studio. Absolutely. Because an indie studio is gonna make a profit because they probably made that game on pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably made that game on pennies with little to no people doing that game. You know? Like, look at that game that just came out, Tales of Kenzera. Zao. That game was made by one guy, something like that, or was it made? Was it like a team?
It was like a team.
It was a team.
It was a very small team, right? It was a very small team.
Very small team,
right?
And they can get away with that because they're a small team and they don't have to pay that many people, right? Tango Gameworks was working on Ghostwire Tokyo. I almost guarantee you they were working on Hi-Fi Rush at the same time they were working on Ghostwire Tokyo. Yep. You know, so they came out of the gate with just not saying that the games that they were coming out with were mediocre, but they were selling in that mediocre realm, and they didn't turn enough profit to sustain their survival, unfortunately. And that's unfortunate because of the fact that us as gamers, like, I have to look at it from both perspectives. I have to look at it from the business side, and I have to look at it from the gamer side. The gamer side, we're upset, of course. You know, like, it kind of sucks to see Tango Gameworks go away, Arcane Austin go away, because they made some pretty freaking awesome games. They really have. Like, Evil Within 1 and 2, fantastic games. Ghostwire Tokyo was awesome. Like, if you played it, if you actually played it and got into it and played it, you would realize it was awesome.
Right.
Arcane Austin, granted, they made Redfall, didn't really like it as much as their other games, but they made Dishonored 2. I like Dishonored 2. Actually, I like Dishonored 2 way more than I did Dishonored 1. So it does definitely suck to see that this is happening. And I always look at it this way, like, Phil Spencer, I keep on seeing, dude, people are literally are fucking stupid online. People are dumb, stupid, blaming. They're like, oh, they need to get rid of Phil Spencer. They need to get rid of... It's not his decision to make. It's not anybody's at Xbox's decision to make. Period. They might have been in the room when they were deciding this. They might have chimed in a little bit. But guess what? those shareholders are going to do whatever the fuck they want. Period. And guess what? This is what's going to continue with the gaming industry. Continue. It's not just going to happen to Xbox. It's happening to PlayStation. I mean, people and stop using this shit as fucking fuel for your freaking dumbass console war. Stop doing that. That's so stupid because it's not a console war thing because it's happening across the board. Period. It's not just happening at Microsoft and PlayStation. It happened at WB. It happens it's happening at freaking EA. It's happening at freaking Ubisoft. You know, the UK, yeah, exactly. 2K, yeah, 2K is freaking they're getting layoffs all the time around this time. It's like you're pinpointing it into one box, and it's not in one box. It's in a multitude of boxes. And they just are completely and utterly not listening and learning. Because I look at it this way. A lot of these people didn't go to school for business. A lot of people didn't take any business classes at all, right? I mean, some of you guys, I know some of you guys haven't taken business class, right? But some of you guys actually understand the business side, right? But these companies are only here to give you entertainment. That's it. That's all they're here to do. They're not here to hold your hand. They're not here to you know take care of your kids.
Oh shit!
Reach around, they're not here.
He said a reach
They're not
around,
here for
man.
any of that stuff. They're not here for that stuff. They're here to make a profit and give you entertainment. And if they can't make a profit on that entertainment, guess what? It goes away. Period. And some of you all need to calm the fuck down on this shit. Like, seriously. You all need to calm down. Because it's not that serious. It is in a grand scheme of things. It could actually potentially become a serious situation if you start seeing like Activision going away and you start seeing EA going away and Take-Two going away, then that's when you have a plausible reason to be concerned. At this moment, you don't have a plausible reason to be concerned because guess what? Microsoft has how many studios?
29 now.
29? And how many did they have before?
33? 35. What was it? 35? Okay. All right.
35. They got rid of 6 studios.
The look on his face, he's like, yo, y'all tripping.
Y'all are tripping. Exactly. You all are tripping. You guys are tripping over a few studios that did mediocre shit. Not in terms of the games, but mediocre in terms of the money that they were generating. Because I almost guarantee you there was a lot of gamers that didn't play Hi-Fi Rush on Xbox and on PlayStation.
We
did.
Prove that, Dark.
All of us probably on this panel did, because we the hardcore. We're the hardcore. The other people, the casual gamers, were like, Hi-Fi Rush, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go play Fortnite and my Call of Duties and stuff.
Right.
It is what it is. If you want these kind of games to continue to thrive, you have to play them. And if you're not playing them and you're speaking about it, then shut the fuck up.
All right. So, all right. Well, I am going to throw this at you and then let Sir X-Man cook after this. Okay, because Mike Johnson has been, and I'm going to read these super chats. I really do appreciate it, Bunty and others.
Don't read any of Mike
I'm going to read it because I want to hear that response. He says, Hold on, let me get back to it. He says, I disagree. Again, 10 years. It's an image of the same problems. What do anybody on this panel have to say about that? Because that is what.
By that?
Well, he's talking about what he's talking about. He's saying 10 years. 10 years of Xbox. Xbox still has the 10. Well, I'm just going back to just
Xbox
that point.
Xbox has been around for 20 years.
So. Right, but he's saying it's been but he's been saying 10 years.
He means from the Xbox One when the
generation
Xbox One launched
to now, which was 13 plus years, but let him cook. But I'm just saying that is the narrative that's going around on social media. And
it's a dumbass narrative.
And also the same narrative that's going around from Xbox gamers who have said that they're selling their Xbox for like now the 4th time. But regardless, that's the point. That's what's spewing out there. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Yeah.
This right here, this statement is so ignorant in terms of what is actually going on in the market at this moment. If you don't believe that Game Pass is on another fucking level, then you're in La La Land somewhere. Yes, granted, PlayStation is still in the market leader, right? Whatever it is, the market leader. Trust me, I have a PlayStation. I love my PlayStation. This is coming from a PlayStation guy.
He sleeps with his PlayStation.
I sleep with my PlayStation.
Oh, wow.
Fuck my PlayStation, goddammit.
Yo, okay. Well,
listen,
that's enjoying your PlayStation a little bit too much, but go ahead,
give
sir.
my PlayStation a rim job every fucking...
Now we know.
Even at a disc slot is what you're telling us.
Absolutely, okay?
Well, hammer that PlayStation.
These consoles are just plastic fucking boxes, man. And and the way that the market is going, which I've been seeing for years now, it's happening in film. It's happening in gaming.
It's happening in auto dealerships where they letting people go because they can't sell the cars.
That's called inflation, dude.
Inflation plays a big part in all of this.
Fuck yeah, it does.
A huge part in all of this. People are trying to save their P's and Q's anywhere they can. And guess what? If they can wait to go to the movie theater or wait to play a game and get it on a subscription service, they're going to fucking do it. Period. Why do you think there's so many people who are subscribed to, Netflix and Hulu and, Paramount Plus? And then there's people who are subscribed to Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, right? Premium or whatever. Premium has some great games on it. Premium does have some great games on it. But it's not, it's not like PlayStation gamers are in their own little world, they're kind of like, oh, I buy my games. I don't
do you?
Them,
Do you?
That's the thing. Do that. Exactly. And it's like, oh, well, I buy my games. Do you though? Because apparently the way that it's going, you're not enough. Apparently you're not enough. So
Call of Duty and 2K.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like thinking to myself,
for plays, yeah.
I'm like thinking to myself, like Mike Johnson, do you buy these games? Do you support this stuff? Because if you don't, then what do you expect Xbox or PlayStation to do? Just twiddle their thumbs and get it and take it with no Vaseline?
Well, they're the market leader. That's why they can do that. That's why I don't have to buy the games. That's how they think.
But that's the thing. Is that what you think this is? That's not what this is. This is, you have to buy these things. You have to buy these things. You have to support these things. Even though people are playing it on Game Pass, they're still supporting the game. That's what people don't get, is that even though you get it on Game Pass, you're still supporting the game.
and we're buying other games, right, Darth? We're buying
And
other games.
I've seen a lot. I know you guys, and I know K Mega, and I know Sir X-Man, and all you guys, actually, everybody on this panel. I know you guys buy games on Xbox, even if you get it in Game Pass. I know that for a fact.
Oh shit, yeah.
And Steam.
And Steam.
Oh, constantly. My wife's bitching me every day, man. Jesus.
I got Tomb Raider on Steam and Xbox, baby.
If you notice that most of these people who talk this shit like that, they don't fucking buy this stuff. They don't go on that level. They're not on our level. Period. You're not. When people say, "Oh, don't ever think that you're better than somebody," well, you're not on our level, so we are better than you. Period.
Okay. All right. Thank you for addressing that. Thank you, Mike. I hope that answered your question. Hold on, Sir X-Man. Let me go ahead and read the super chats.
That was a tacit non-agreement, is what that was.
That was.
Baby, I love you, baby.
Bunty, he says.
I hear when people talk shit like that, and they don't fucking do what they say they're gonna do.
No. We know what they are. But let them cook, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to just read it, because it cracks me up, because that's the segment that's the sentiment, I should say, that's going around on social media. And you're right, it is. But anyway, let me read this from Bunty. He says, just because they got rid of the studio that makes a game, that doesn't mean that the other studio can't make the sequel. Let me know.
That's true. Can make that. Sega's got the credentials to make it.
Well, no, we talking about like High Five Rush, for instance. Like we don't know how many of those developers that were offered, hey, you can come over and you can stay within ZeniMax's wheelhouse, but you'll just be with another developer, right? And so that part is true. Now, there will be definitely some that will be like, no, I loved where I was at within, this particular studio, and I don't want to go and be blended in with some people that I don't know. I'll just go do my own thing. Fuck them. So that's a part of that as well. Go ahead.
But K-Mega, the thing is, you've got those people that were in Japan. Those are Japanese developers.
Okay, so let me. Okay, so let me kill that right there before Sir X. Let me kill that right now for you, Viper. Not saying that everything that you were saying is not wrong, but this is the problem. The face of Tango Games left before the studio closed,
and he took people with him.
And he took people. That's not part of true. But there were people that most likely probably left because he left. And
he saw the writing on the wall.
Right. He saw the writing on the wall because of the fact that High Five Rush didn't do as well as they would thought. And I will
before High Five Rush came out.
What?
No. He left right. He left last year. He left last year. Yeah. When High Five Rush dropped.
At the same time, High Five Rush dropped, and he left maybe right after. But
a couple of months after that, right?
I think he already had plans to leave or whatever. But he was right. Because I remember when they showed the video, or showed the people that worked in the studio. He was there then, but right after the news came out, he was gone.
Right.
But I remember he said that was the dream game that he always wanted to make, a game like that.
Right. And he got it made, and then he was hoping because of course he's been locked into having to make games because of what Dark was saying, the investors, they want certain type of games that will push. They just won't allow those stuff. So again, here we get
those types of games are also niche though. Too.
Right. Like that was the biggest thing, right? So I don't want to. I want to get Sir X-Man his time.
Especially Hi-Fi Rush's niche.
Right. That's the point that I was trying to make, because there was Xbox gamers, and this is the thing that what that pisses me off more than anybody. When that game first came out and I dropped and I played it and I'm like, oh my God, this game is everything. Even Ham Solo, and I wish Ham was here to be, he was like, no, that game ain't game of the year. It's good, but it ain't. I'm like, no, that game is special.
I said it was
Right. Yeah, there was a couple of them, but Ham.
I was on Ham's side.
Yeah, you was on Ham's side, but you and Ham didn't jump on it. Yeah, go ahead.
It was a great game. I'm with Dark and Ham. I don't think it was game of the year, but it was a really, really good game.
Okay.
Like the Warriors had won, it should have won, but I completely agree. It was a great game. I just didn't think it was game of the year.
Okay. No. But that's my
point. Two should have been game of the year.
But no. My point to this though is that game was so good for a drop release that a shadow release. Nobody didn't know that this game was going to be that good. And usually when you shadow release something, it's kind of like, and that's how I came to the game. That's why it was such a pleasant surprise, because I came like, oh shit, they're shadow dropping, and it might not be that great.
Let me say one thing, okay? Because Mike Johnson just said Microsoft lied. Hi-Fi Rush didn't sell well, or something about Hi-Fi. It's not good enough. It's not good enough anymore to just sell well, dude.
Right.
What are you not getting about that?
Yeah, no,
it's not good enough for that anymore.
He knows. Now he knows. He knows. But my
do you
point
think
is,
Indiana Jones made what, a little bit over its budget? Actually, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Well,
no. It the reshoots and everything, that thing cost way more than they made.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, then
it did not do well.
Okay.
It did not do well.
But that's the thing. Like it's the same thing with these movies, right? Like it's not good enough to just do well anymore. It's just not.
Right.
And then get a sequel to something.
Well, it's also because
look at Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Oh, it's excellent.
They're not doing a part 2 because it only did well. It didn't sell astronomical. It didn't do fantastic at the movie theaters. But they're not doing a part 2. They're just, now you can see it on Paramount Plus, and it's just called Dead Reckoning. That's it.
I bought the.
He's getting a sequel.
Well, yeah, because it did really well. Yeah, but that okay, right? It did beyond that. Yeah. You're not making the point of what Dark is trying to say. Okay, let me make this point, and then Sir X-Man, you can go ahead. Okay, what I'm trying to say is this: is the game High Five Rush was failed on 3 different levels. One level was Microsoft not promoting the game. That game should have been promoted properly. That's where I agree with Viper. The next level was Xbox gamers. They came out, and I'm talking about the content creators like us that's on here that talks, stuff like this. Not all of us, but especially the bigger ones that were kind of like what a couple of us on the panel were like, yo, this game was cool, but you know what? Not everybody likes this type of genre of game. I'm just going to play a little bit, talk about it for a hot second, and then keep it moving. But then when the game started getting accolades, then they wanted to start talking about how good the game. By that time, it's way past the. It was too late. It's way the damage. It was way past the 3 to 6 months mark, and the game is already on sale, or people are not even buying it.
That's why I fear for Hellblade, man. I fear for Hellblade.
I knew I've said this, but we'll keep going because I got to let Sir X-Man get this.
I know Hellblade's gonna be a showcase master. It's gonna be one of those kind of showcase. It's gonna be a showcase game, right?
It's not gonna sell.
But I just have it's not going to sell.
No, it's not going to sell. No. I've said that. I've said that a million times. Now, my last point, and then
Hellblade is getting put out there.
Okay, but then this is the other thing too. Xbox.
It's only $50.
Right, and then the one thing too about with Xbox tried to do, which this is one of the things where Phil and them did have a say-so to try to make this work so we can get a sequel for High Five Rush. They were like, fuck, okay, the Xbox gamers didn't stand on business. So if we take it to PlayStation, maybe they'll stand on business for it.
And they didn't.
And the PlayStation people that was bragging and talking all that shit about, oh, we'll save you, they didn't. That's why we got the situation. The 3-level effect is what the problem is, and that's why Microsoft made the decision. And Saudi will probably sit there and say, "Phil, okay, we'll do it your way, and see what happens." And then this is what happened, and so then Saudi and them said, "Fuck it, it's over."
I just think Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment was just too niche for the PlayStation community.
But Pentiment is a much lower budget game. That's going to get a sequel.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
and that's why they're okay. That's why they're fine.
Right. That's why they're fine. But sorry, X-Man. Go ahead, brother. I just wanted to make that point. But go ahead. What's your point? You said you wanted to go release the Mogwai.
We're talking about, but this time I want to flip the page.
Oh,
I'm
let's
sorry,
go.
but I got to do this. We're gonna take it from the Xbox side. Everybody made great points on the Xbox, but now I don't want PlayStation to die. But I'm sorry, you guys are not seeing it. You're trying to get $26 million to buy Paramount. Why isn't this $26 billion going to your games to make new games?
Because they want that Halo TV show.
I know that. You want, they're making a book. They're making a book. They're closing down studios that were making great games. You had some great games. They were going to be made by these studios, and they looked amazing. I would even have picked up a PS5 for Twisted Metal and that Spider-Man multiplayer verse game. I would have. Then I would have catched up on all the backlog that was on the PlayStation. So, to me, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse and piss people off, but I'm seeing something that nobody's seeing. It seems like PlayStation, Sony is trying to get out of gaming because they're trying to invest in the things that are not gaming.
They're trying to invest in more movies
instead
and TV
of
shows.
investing in the PlayStation itself.
Okay, let me push back on that. Well, hold on. Let me push back, Sir X-Man. Let me push back on that. Could it be in this? Well, no. Well, this I agree with you on that. I made that point on my thoughts video Thursday. You go check it out. But I think that there's an angle to that though. I don't think that they don't care about the PlayStation situation. I think that they want to get as many eyes on knowing that they can solicit PlayStation through Paramount. And that's where, and that to me is where I'm like, oh, if they get Paramount, shit is dangerous because people don't know how many studios and TV shows and movies that they have, that Paramount has, and how much that we'll see PlayStation, and everything else that they want to do.
In everything
entertainment, right?
Everything,
right, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. I asked that same question. PlayStation fans would be looking at this as like they want to sit there and put willing to put 26 billions on this instead of putting on their game division. Well, they don't trust the game division, but they do trust their advertising chops. And so if they can promote PlayStation and then whatever that they got coming out, they can cook on that.
Right. If they start putting more money into the streaming than they are right now into the PlayStation, where do you think that's gonna go?
They're doing that because it's cheaper to do that than it is to focus in the game. But you know how expensive gaming has become, dude.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
You know, and that's why they're like, oh, if we can invest in the entertainment as a whole, then we're not going to go away completely.
But
there's going to be another reason.
All that stuff they got Crunchyroll. They got this other stuff. If they get this, we talked about this last week, because Viper told down the whole list of everything they're getting. So if they go that route and then turn Paramount into Paramount Sony or something like that, and start putting all those people that they're getting from Paramount into one umbrella plus all the Sony shows, they have made shows out there that sometimes they go to Netflix, sometimes they go to Amazon, different places. If they can get all that in one crunch and start making more money than they're making on the PlayStation,
Yeah, that's what they want.
Right. So
I don't think they're gonna leave the gaming alone, but
they're not gonna leave gaming. But
yeah, but they're doing it for the revenue, for the income stream, because
absolutely,
not a shot, but PlayStation gamers aren't buying games like they say they do. So
exactly,
that's one of the reasons why you're starting to see more PlayStation games go to PC now. A little sooner than before.
Yeah.
I.e. Helldivers 2, which came out the same day, and the PC side sold, more than the console side. So they're looking for more income stream. They see that gaming alone or whatever they're doing is not working. The movies they're doing aren't really working.
They've had some good ones. They had
they up and down. It's like a roller coaster. They up and down.
Well, the new Ghostbusters that they've been doing have been good.
The Ghostbusters was good. Madam Web was
Madam Web, yeah, Madam Web.
It lost them money.
Yeah. There and taking away
Morbius.
Morbius was a disaster. And the Venoms is not doing anything, and then they're already projecting that Craven is not. And Craven, what I'm saying, I need to see an actual true trailer, but Craven doesn't seem like it's going to do really well.
I think if Craven is bloody enough and action packed and has a decent story, I think people will go see it. But
I'll go see it.
It's not going to be.
Wait,
go ahead.
What if they start caring about more of their investment and their streaming services? If they get Paramount, if the government lets them, because that's actually a big thing. That's a big merger, considering they already have studios.
Yeah.
And Crunchyroll and all that.
Yeah, Billy, all that.
That might not pass through.
Yeah.
So I think that they want to get rid of the Paramount Plus part, though. They just want the studios. They don't want Paramount.
Right, exactly. They don't want the Paramount Plus.
You're the fourth person that said that, Minchie. I mean, do you really think that they would get rid of Paramount Plus?
Oh yeah, it's an albatross.
Absolutely.
Suck.
It is.
Like, I'm just Plus, but I think it's a money suck.
Oh, dude, do you know
it is?
Disney Plus is actually the biggest loser of all of them. It actually was a lot of them.
Yeah, that's what Don has been telling me. Yeah.
They got better. They're getting
gonna combine HBO Max and Disney Plus.
Why do you think Netflix has lost billions and billions of dollars every fucking year?
But listen,
because
okay,
they're losing money.
But hold on, but I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Sir X-Man. I know this is your time. This is your time.
X-Man,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but I do want to say this. I know. Finally, we give him a little bit of his own medicine. Good, okay. But no,
Sir X-Man.
Yeah. Fuck you, Sir X-Man. You get a little bit of your own medicine. You interrupt everybody else. But no, my whole point on this is that though, I said this Thursday. I said this yesterday. Everybody keeps being
checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I'll be a piece of garbage tonight. My thing though is everybody's been saying that they've been waiting on the demise of Netflix, and it's just not happening.
It's not. It's not going to.
No,
right.
It's not going to, because guess what? They still make some money. They still
make a lot of money. Yeah.
Right.
A good portion of money. So they're not going to go anywhere or anything like that.
Right.
It's all these other services that are probably more than likely will be gone in several years.
Well, they all saw Netflix's model and they all wanted a piece of it. That's why they broke it all off and started making their own shit. That's the problem. And they started breaking it up. And people are kind of getting sick and tired of, I got to subscribe to how many different ones now?
Right. I'm paying $152 on subscriptions on all the stuff. And sometimes I don't even watch all of it.
People want it instantaneously, but they don't want it. They want it all on one thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And that's what they're starting to learn.
Well, and that's people cut the cord. I was a cord cutter. I was like, I'm going to try the streaming, and it was cheap. And then they started branching it all out, and they're like,
Exactly.
"Well, we're all going to do our own shit." Now it's more expensive, and you're like, "What the fuck? I can't
Yeah.
keep up with this nonsense
All right,
anymore."
Sir X-Man. Okay, like when I get on to you, let's go. Go ahead, finish. We'll be quiet. Sorry, brother.
No, it's cool. Here's the fear, man,
Uh-huh.
that they get this service, and they start utilizing this service, and they start using their new streaming services to support the rest of the company. Remember, it's not just PlayStation, this company.
Mhm.
It's other divisions that aren't doing good at all. So they use that to start shoring up their other divisions that's not PlayStation to keep them viable. But then they start forgetting about the gamers that need games on PlayStation.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about the
Before,
gamers.
right,
I mean,
it
yeah.
used to be that PlayStation was helping the other divisions, but they see the slump now in PlayStation because Mike, you guys aren't buying games.
Oh shit.
So they have to divert to other ways to make income. And once again, Sony was slow with innovating their structure. Their structure. It's still hardware. They're just starting to get into this new online way of doing things. So because they were late again innovating, you know how many people probably would have bought it if you made a service and put it inside your premium to watch all Sony, movies and stream them? They
I
probably
can see them actually doing that at some point.
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
point, but once
They're
again,
That would
smart.
probably be the best way.
they were late to the party. They were late. So because of that, the
I mean, does Game Pass have movies in it?
No,
It will. I'm sure it will, bro.
No,
it might be.
unless
Yeah.
The mobile store, I think, is going to be crazy.
What was that,
no,
Ben?
they're not gonna.
I'm not trying to fight Dark. I'm just trying to.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
if they forget about the gamers like they do and start shutting down more studios because they do not have the money or the multiplayer infrastructure to do this, they should have been investing in their infrastructure to give people multiplayer games. It's what they've been crying for since they got to this newer generation, a few years after the PS1. They've been crying for multiplayer games, but you didn't invest in it. We talked about this, Darth.
They're crying about it, right? But they didn't buy Helldivers 2.
Right. They
Yeah, I
didn't.
know.
Yeah,
They
that was
did.
bad.
PC did, right?
They didn't. So
PC did.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they've been stuck in the old mindset of hardware. The road has been going to more online,
Yeah.
more ways to play, more places to play, where you can have fun and still keep your friends. I mean, come on, give them free cloud save at least. Oh, they don't have the
That'd be
infrastructure
nice.
for that. You have to,
That's the only
give
reason I'm for that.
You got people with silver accounts on Xbox. They don't have to have no live account or nothing like that. They just have to have an email address and just sign in the Xbox. You don't have to have a live or an ultimate or none of that. And they even got free cloud saves.
That's because
So-
their infrastructure is a lot bigger than PlayStation's.
Right. And that you got to your point right there, Dark. They should have been investing in that infrastructure for the play.
And they still
some-
got
and
hacked
some
a few months
security.
ago.
Right. So
And into security. Absolutely, Mitchie.
right.
It's getting hacked.
Yes, constantly.
Yeah.
Nothing on PlayStation.
I'm just making my point that if Sony starts investing in other things that's not stuff that they own, also along with their console, and start cutting places, it's not going to look good for them in the future. And I don't want them to go away. Competition makes other people better.
Oh yeah.
It always does. It always has. But to the point of cutting studios, I said this in the little chat we had earlier. There have been studios that went under and that have been getting cut since pretty much the beginning of gaming. It is nothing new. You know, my favorite people that got cut was Psygnosis long time ago, and I love Psygnosis. And who cut them? Bought them and then closed them?
PlayStation.
So,
Yep.
so I
Sony,
can
yeah,
play.
right.
EA got rid of EA Big. Great studio. Great studio. I love EA Big.
Well, they're bringing
Neversoft
them.
was cut
They're bringing
by-
them back too.
Was cut by Activision.
Yep.
But it's part of the industry. And you people need to get it. Just because it's new to you.
You people.
But us veterans.
You people. What you mean, you people? You sucker. What you mean, you people?
Okay. Other than the hardcore that's been into gaming for a very, very, very long time. Okay, is that better, K-Mega? Unlike you, okay, I gotta say it. Unlike you, extreme.
Did you see how I clutched it on that Halo Infinite gameplay? I clutched it. I saved the team.
Right, it's my time. It's my time.
I'm sorry. I was playing Halo Infinite.
Your time, sir, man.
I was thinking it was Halo 5 for a second, and I said, "Oh shit, this ain't it."
Everybody went on.
They did. Go ahead, sir, man. I was just going.
But studios have been cut, rebranded for years. They have merged into other companies and enveloped for years. It's nothing new. It's been going on for almost 50 years in gaming. So for you people to act like out there, here you go, you people again.
Wow, but you are just
extreme, you people.
Acting
like
people.
This is all new and all crazy and all okay. One console does it, but the other console can't get away with it. You know, I mean, it befoots me. I can't even get that word.
Oh wow, man! You tried to talk a big word and you failed.
I know.
Let you be Chicagoan. Is that even a word? Let you be from Chicago.
There's 170 years on this earth. He's never used a big word like that.
Shut up.
It's like a horse.
There, not doing your true history of video games and how studios die, fall, and some have risen again. It is part of this industry.
THQ, dude.
Yeah,
perfect example. THQ.
That's it. Perfect example.
Oh man, I love it.
Midway.
Yeah.
Bizarre Creations, creators of Project Gotham Racing. Come on, man. We don't care about you talking about.
Hold on.
Shut up.
I bought 3 Project Cars games now.
Oh yeah.
Good racers. These are my first time playing them. So.
Yeah, but you know my favorite thing. I'll never see a split second too, because Disney got rid of Black Rock Studio.
Oh.
I'll never see it again.
Oh.
That hurt me. Because they closed out Black Rock. I'll never see another Pure.
You'll never see Blur either.
You'll never see Blur ever again.
You'll never see Blur. Nope. You'll see it on backwards compatibility, but you ain't gonna see another sequel to it.
No.
But
bro, where's the Midnight Club?
Yeah.
We haven't seen one in eons.
Right.
Yeah.
Rockstar said that's not business oriented. We don't need to be bringing something that's
dusty for us.
Yeah, well, no, that's just too risky because of right because of Horizon. Forza Horizon is taking over racing by storm. There is no racer fucking with Horizon now. None.
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
Gran Turismo, dude.
Even the young
Gran Turismo.
The younger crowd. The younger crowd, what are they playing? They're playing Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport. They're not playing GT.
So X-Man.
What you got? I can't see you.
Pure. Pure's a great game.
I got Pure. I got both.
We'll never see a sequel to that.
No, we will not.
But you know what? Unlike I have to say this, unlike Sony, we can play those games on Xbox because they're backwards compatible and we bought them digitally. I have that one. I got
Oh
that one.
shit. You got two?
The servers work on all of those.
They
The
do.
servers
They work on all the
against
Forzas. Yeah, they do.
all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But Xbox, like Sarah Bond said, they are working for game conservation, unlike the other people. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. You know it's true. She said it. She wants to keep those games that we play from the past, from now, and forever as much as possible for you can play. So expect, they shutting down since you want to go there. They shutting down the store at the end of July, right? But I bet you she's working on the new system and the new setup.
Of course,
so they can bring them games back so you can play.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You can play them, but you.
Oh yeah, they'll probably put a lot of those in Game Pass.
Yeah,
a lot of those games are going to go to Game Pass. A lot of those games are going to be on probably the new store that they have
and
coming or whatever.
Xbox 360 games, unlike the sale process.
They'll probably call it Xbox Classic Store or some shit like that.
See, and Sony, they don't have the infrastructure, or they don't want to pay nobody to make PS3 works in their new systems.
Well,
I mean, you can stream PS3 games on their.
And it works.
No, but they're streaming. They're streaming. At least where I'm at, their streaming actually works really well. At least from where I'm at. But I'm also in California, so they are also based in California for the most part nowadays. So I'm pretty sure I'm getting a better frame rate than say Loke or something like that over there in Wakanda, Texas.
Yes, Wakanda, Texas, absolutely.
Going back to their roots, and like their roots has always been movies, also.
Mm-hmm,
so if they go back to their roots and start forgetting about what the PlayStation.
They will not forget about PlayStation.
They won't.
That's been too much of a moneymaker for them. That's too much of a moneymaker for them.
It is, and that's why you see the remakes. That's why they did when Last of Us, the first season of Last of Us came out. They did the remake for Last of Us, the remake of Last of Us. So when people see the show, they didn't play the game. They see the show, they have a PS5. Like, hey, they go to the show. I mean, the game I watch or whatever. Let me go get the games and I watch the show. Let me play the game and see how it match up. Like, and they ain't got to worry about will it work with my PS5? Will it not? It's right there on the shelf for them to do it. That's one of the reasons they did that. Same thing we did with Alone in the Dark too. I mean, Alone in the Dark or whatever. They're getting ready to make a movie out of that.
Right. And
honestly, I think that they are making so many remakes is because it's for them. It's probably cheaper to do that than
absolutely, absolutely.
They just put over a PlayStation 3 that was on the cell processor that is like completely.
I'm gonna say this real quick. There were more people that bought Tomb Raider remaster on Xbox.
This man brought Tomb Raider.
Being true, so I did that on Xbox and Steam than they did on PlayStation. The starters of Tomb Raider, other than the Sega Saturn. Now that's kind of sad that a game that pretty much started on the PlayStation did not get bought by.
It didn't start on the PlayStation. It started on the Dream. It started on the Saturn.
It's because they're still butthurt about Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's what it is, bro.
Right.
They're still butthurt about that.
Well, and Uncharted is their Tomb Raider. Right. And Uncharted is their Tomb. Listen, okay. This is the bottom line. We got one more topic because we're only doing 2 topics tonight, which is fantastic. That's fine. But I want to get to this other topic before we get out of here. Yeah. No, but I know the list is more than 2, but we're only going to do 2, right? Like I did want to do the fun one, but we'll just have to save that for later. But
you should do a special tomorrow and get it out the way.
No, I'll be gone tomorrow. I got things to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
we
do.
got live, Cyrex, man. Jeez.
Yeah, we got a life, man. I got things to do tomorrow.
Can't
But
just hang around with the men all the time.
Exactly.
Anyway, but no, oh my God.
That was good, Mitchie.
Get them, Mitchie, cook them. But no.
Love you, Mitchie.
This is why I get this is why I get so frustrated with the Xbox content creator. I get so frustrated with them. It's because the same things that Sony is doing right now is the same things that so many of those Xbox content creators and PlayStation creators, but they're not going to ever give Xbox any praise, love, or anything. So expect that for them. But for the Xbox content creators, they were so adamant about, I just want my console to be a console. I don't want TV. And Xbox was doing something a generation ahead of schedule. And listen to what everybody's been talking about. And nobody, not one person on this panel sit there and said, that's a bad look for Sony for going there and throwing all this going all in on TV. Everybody knows exactly why they're doing it and why it's smart while they're doing it. Because they'll get more. Fallout is showing you that. Halo is showing you that. It may not have translated to the games because Microsoft has a silly ass way of not advertising shit properly. But look at everything else that's gone off. Listen. I'm going to make this point and then we'll move on to the next topic. That X-Men 97 show is so fantastic. It's so fucking, now that shit I'm staying up on. That's what I'm staying up on. I'm sorry, I will finish Fallout.
That's what you're watching?
Yeah, oh man, Minchie, it is everything. It is everything. Listen, as you see my...
that Mega is a big man child?
I'm a big man child. Listen, as you see my wife's picture and you see the Avenger, you see that poster back there. If you've been seeing me when I have my poster off, when I have the green string off.
The poster. We just see your good-looking wife. That's it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. At least you giving her props. Thank you. This is AI. Okay, anyway, regardless of that, but you see the poster in the back. It is my Avengers versus Marvel. Okay. All right, hold on. You're going to make me cut it off. I'm going to cut that shit off. I'm going to cut the green string off so you can see it.
America is K Mega's dude. You know that, right?
Yeah. Cap. That's the baddest white man in the world, man. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Hold on.
Well, why K Mega has a blackout moment.
No, my point is this, okay? Is that the marketing of this situation is so right. It's ripe for the picking for people to see these games come out here. If Microsoft was smart, when they advertised that X-Men customized Xbox,
I wanted to buy that.
People would have been all over it. People would have bought it, but no. It's limited. How many times have we seen limited Xbox? That's the reason why they don't fucking sell, because they don't market their shit properly. So anyway, that's my whole thought of that. Anyway, so
I wanted that console so bad, dude. That Shadow of the Tomb Raider console.
They don't market their stuff properly because they're putting all their P's and Q's into Gamepass.
Oh, okay. You see it right here. You see it? See it? The Marvel's Avengers right there. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Turn off the green screen. That's what we got right here. So you see, there ain't no fake shit here. You know what I'm saying? You know? Come on, man. Come on. Let me get my girl back again. Okay, anyway, let's go. All right.
Yeah, keep that picture up. That's a lot better than what we just saw.
Man, hold on. Let's go back to another picture. Let's go.
Instead of looking at your ugly looking mug.
Okay, anyway, all right. So.
You know what? I got a fact.
I think you offended him, man.
You did.
Mike sent me
K-Mega knows I love him.
I know.
That's right. Knows how to facts. Can you believe that? Mike Johnson gave me a compliment.
Yeah, he did. All right, so let me read DJ Birdo Das's comment, and then we're going to get to the last topic. And that he said, facts, K. He said, Halo 5 king when it comes to the multiplayer. I miss playing that game. I got like 4 months in the multiplayer, probably more. I know life that, bro. Yeah,
Bro, give it up. Locke is never coming back.
he might not. He might not. You know what I'm saying? The racist won. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call them what they are. I'm so pissed off at that. Listen, you give me bullshit, garbage, ODST.
I actually like Locke. So
no, but it's just more than that to me. You give me bullshit, ODST. That's the worst Halo game out. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst Halo game out of the mainstream Halo games. What?
I gotta give praise to one. Halo Reach. Halo Reach was amazing.
ODST was made by Bungie, not 343.
Halo Reach was amazing.
It don't matter. It's still the worst one.
It's still Halo.
It's still a Halo game and it's garbage. It's trash. It aged like fucking spoiled milk on a fucking $100 degree day. It's garbage.
The only good thing
the story is good.
Was Buck. That was it.
And the fact that you can play Crackdown.
Here's the word judgment.
That's it.
Too. Yeah,
Crackdown.
Yeah, but ODST is not. But that just tells you how great Halo is, because ODST is not a bad game. It's just the worst game, in my opinion, out of all the Halos. Unless if you want to implement the twin shooter games, which is Strike and what you call it now.
When I go back to play Halo games, it's the last game I play.
Right,
it's literally the last
ODST it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? It feels dated. Like Reach still feels modern in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but
ODST was actually a short game. It was actually made with nothing but horde. That's all it was there for.
The multiplayer was boring. The game, the story was dope. I love the fact that you was playing as somebody other than Chief, of course, just like they did with Reach. I seen where they're direct. See, that's the thing to me that pisses me off, is that Bungie was even going a different direction outside of Master Chief to give the universe some life. They were expanding. And people just, okay, anyway, all right, I won't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I will not do it. Anyway, okay, so PC gamers are getting a refund for Ghost of Tsushima because the PSN requirements have blocked countries from playing the game, even on Steam now. It first started off with Green Man, and then there was a lot of people saying, too, when it first came out, that... you can still buy the game on Steam. Steam will go ahead and take care of you. And then it comes out that Steam started delisting the game because Sony has now, and I will give Sony credit for this. They did tell people beforehand now, because because Ghost of Tsushima on PC does not come out until the 16th, which is next week. But there's still 177 countries that are asked out. And for the people that went ahead and pre-ordered it, I don't know, man. This is another situation where it's like...
Can I go first, because I gotta dip out pretty soon.
Yeah. This is one of those things where it's kind of crazy to me, where people, they're jumping on Xbox to saying that Xbox is this, that, and the third. But in Sony, in a situation where they're the most vulnerable that I've ever seen them in the history, coming out and still trying to flex for no fucking reason when they're trying to get extra income when they need it. What do you think, Dark?
I look at PC gamers like Nintendo, the corporation, not Nintendo gamers. I look at them as the corporation Nintendo. They don't fucking play, all right? They don't mess around. They don't play. You try to implement these shenanigans, even though they're so minuscule, they will still tear that ass up and tell you, we ain't buying this shit, or we're refunding it, because they stand on principles, right? Console gamers, say what you will, say, oh yeah, I stand on. No, we don't. Majority of console gamers don't give a shit what happens. PC gamers, on the other hand, they care, and they will stand with their fellow man every single time if they agree with that stance. So I mean, it sucks. It sucks to see that Ghost of Tsushima isn't gonna probably sell well, but
Nope.
And it's a fantastic game too. Like that's the
it
problem.
is.
Is such a fucking
is.
Man,
game,
it is.
That was my game of the year for that year. Everybody's like, The Last of Us 2 is not your game of the year. I'm like, dude. Freaking Ghost of Tsushima was game of the year for me.
Dark, let me ask you this
That
really
year.
quick.
Yeah.
What new IP from PlayStation in the last well, just to say last 2 or 3 generations, other than new, that is better than Ghost of Tsushima? Only game that I could think of is probably Bloodborne, but I mean that's kind of one of those things where
Bloodborne came out before Ghost.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like new IP, because that was a new IP, yeah.
But Bloodborne's not really technically a new IP. It's a Souls game.
You're right.
Like it's a Souls game set in a Victorian, H.P. Lovecraft environment.
That's a great
point.
So after 2013,
I hated that game.
For me personally, the only PlayStation game that I can, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Bloodborne, and I will stand on Bloodborne being the best out of all the Souls games, except for Sekiro, because Sekiro was fucking phenomenal.
That's a fast game.
Outside of those 2 games, the rest of them, whatever. I could give 2 shits if they get rid of them. Or even Elden Ring. I know you loved Elden Ring. K Mega, but no, absolutely not. For me, it was always Ghost of Tsushima. When that game came out, that has been their best IP since the original God of War.
And it was pretty too. I've seen videos.
You know
since
what?
The original God of War.
I was thinking the same way. I was waiting for you to say that. Go ahead, Husky. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying Ghost of Tsushima is an amazing. That's like when I got my PS4.
Oh, that's a fire game.
The first game I went and bought was Ghost of Tsushima. Like I didn't get God of War. I didn't get anything. Listen, the first time I went and bought was Ghost of Tsushima. Man, and I love that game. I am waiting for Ghost of Tsushima too. I can't wait for I think it's Sucker Punch Studios, right? I can't wait for them to like. I'm hoping we get it next year, man, because I need Ghost of Tsushima too. Like I need that.
Absolutely. And that's where I have my biggest gripes with PlayStation, right? Is where there's only really one game at this moment that I can say I will drop anything and everything to play that game. And that's Ghost of Tsushima. That's it. Out of their lineup of games. Not Stellar Blade, not Returnal, not freaking
Oh, you're gonna read the Returnal book when it comes?
No, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That stupid ass game. Not even Ratchet and Clank, dude. Not even Ratchet and Clank. Even though I love Ratchet and Clank, don't get me wrong, I do.
Rift Apart was really good.
Rift Apart was awesome. Well, the Rift Apart was fun.
Yeah.
But if I'm really gonna sit here and say like a game that really got me immersed in the world since Ghost of Tsushima, there hasn't really been any. At least not exclusively.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question? What has Guerrilla Game made ever since 2013?
They made
Horizon, Forbidden
Horizon.
West. The Horizon games.
Yeah, the Horizon, Forbidden West, and
they're good, solid games. Yeah, they're good, solid games. No, they're good games, man. Listen,
they're all right.
No, they're good games. Listen. I'm the Xbox guy on this panel, and y'all got, and I'm sitting here. Come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You're the PlayStation guy. You said they're okay.
They're okay.
That's what he likes.
But this is the thing. Like, I don't feel like with those kind of games, I can really get immersed in that world.
I can feel you on that.
Because it's not even the character. Actually, it is the character. She's so bland and dry and just like, ugh. Like if she actually had those moments of like, dude, that was badass, or Oh man, that was
badass moments.
No, she did not. She had moments where she was all like, it's like watching Lord of the Rings, for the first time. The cartoons, where they were just walking everywhere and shit. That's like how that was. It's just walking everywhere, just walking, not doing any combat. Dude, that world is so empty in that aspect of
Come on,
Horizon Zero
man.
Dawn and Forbidden West.
Come on, man.
We're completely empty, dude.
Play them on the PC. They cooking. They doing good.
I'm not even
Plenty of enemies to fight.
It doesn't look good. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm not saying that it's not a masterful looking
it's a pretty
game.
picture that's more of a walking simulation.
Exactly.
It's a pretty simulation-ish.
Pretty walking simulation.
See,
with
this
some
is the
action
problem.
tossed in to try to make you feel like it's a game.
This is K Mega. This is how K Mega is. He's got ODS. He's got a attention deficit shiny disorder. Okay.
That could be true.
Yes, all right. He's got that. All right.
I do got that.
He'll see something like shiny and pretty and looking, and he'll be like, "It's a great game." And
come on. That's what he's seeing. Then he says it's a great game.
And she's a redhead. He likes redheads.
That's true.
Listen,
I like them all. Don't get it straight. Listen, I get it. Okay, yeah, because of the background. I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a redhead. That's why he likes her.
He's a redhead.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Not even Stellar Blade.
I'm an international lover, though. So you know what I'm saying. It just doesn't matter about all that.
You
Though,
are not redhead.
Even I wish. Honestly, I wish Stellar Blade was that type of game where it was on the level of Ghost of Tsushima, but it's just not.
I haven't played it yet,
Like,
but
it's
it
just
doesn't
not.
seem like it would be on the same level as Ghost of Tsushima.
Game. No, it's a good game. Like, it's a good, action, linear type of experience. You're gonna get, with these little like type of open world areas. It's not really open world. It's more areas that are open, and that you're gonna get those types of experiences with it. But it's not like it's something that I could sit here and say, "Oh my god, this is my game of the year." It's not one of those. I don't even think I have a game of the year. I Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Hooked.
Bro, I got bored so quickly.
Wow, I don't see nobody talking about Rebirth no more.
I got bored, dude. And I was just like, maybe it's just Final Fantasy fatigue or something. Because Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 was good.
Into 3 different sections.
Or exactly. They should have never split it up.
Maybe.
Dragon's Dogma 2 I was playing. Got bored. I got bored.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to it. I'll go back to it at some point.
It got a little goofy too at times. Where I was like, this might be a little too goofy for me right now.
Don't tell me that.
I'm on this like I want to play like
dark.
I hate to say it, but I want to play some dark man shit,
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Hellblade's gonna bring.
Man.
Like I wish we were back in the 360 era when, dude, you know how many games we had back then that were fucking dark and gritty and freaking bloody and just freaking killing shit. Like I love those type of games.
Yes.
And so now it's like I'm just kind of like over a lot of these games that just aren't doing that. Everybody's just like, "Oh, I love this game." Do you really actually love it, or are you just kind of like, it's something to just play at this moment?
You're just biding time before you get something to murder, is what you're saying. Right?
Exactly. But standing on Ghost of Tsushima, it sucks to see they're not gonna, it's not gonna sell well on PC. Hopefully, they turn that around at some point. Or hopefully they turn that around quickly, because the PC gamers are just not going to stand for it.
No,
period.
They're not.
I mean, Viper knows. Viper's a PC gamer for the most part. He knows how the PC gamers are. So
I'm actually playing Survivor's DLC right now on the PC right now while I'm talking to you guys.
Well, that's you're yeah, but you're who I'm gonna. Oh, well, did you have anything else that you want to add before I move on to Viper? Okay,
I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here. It was fun being on the podcast.
Go ahead and fuck up my camera, sucker. Go ahead. Don't come back. Anyway. Hopefully, I'll be back. I'll be on StreamYard here in about a week or two. You know what? Yeah. But I appreciate it. So then anybody and everybody can come in, and we can have 20 people in here. This bitch,
it'll be nice.
Be all right.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Yeah. So
have a good night.
I appreciate you, Dark. Come on through anytime that you got the time, brother. Man, it was good to talk to you, man. All right. Good night. Viper, I'm going to go to you while I'm going to have to try to fix these cameras. What is your thoughts about this situation? Like, PC Nation is really pissed off, and they made Sony pretty much succumb to the throat needle, but there's still damage done within Helldivers 2, and now even with Ghost of Tsushima, you still have to have a PSN account, and now the game is being delisted in other countries. Will this help? How could Sony get out of this situation? Because I don't see this turning out to be good for them at the end of the day. I don't know. What do you think? Is there a way out for them?
So once again, this is cocky Sony again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sony thinks that if they want to get a foothold in the PC market, they're going to force their way in, which is not going to work. The PC crowd is going to basically say, no, we're not going to add another launcher. We're not going to add another sign-in. We've already got so many things we got to sign into. There's Steam, there's GOG, there's EA, there's Epic, there's so many different launchers. You've got Xbox on there. You've got I know 2K is putting stuff on there. You got Ubisoft. I was like, seriously, we just want to get into one spot and then just play our games there, period. They don't want to have all these different sign-ins. They don't want to have all these different launchers. They just want one convenient spot, have everything, and play it. So Sony doing what they're doing right now, if they had eased in, like Microsoft eased in, because Microsoft got cooked for Windows Live gaming, right?
I love Windows Live.
Remember they got cooked.
Oh yeah, they
for
got
that.
cooked. Yeah.
So what did they do? They slowly integrated themselves into Steam. They slowly had their own Xbox app, because the Windows Store still sucks. I mean, the PC market hates the Windows Store.
Yeah, the Windows Store is not great. It's not great.
But the app is good. Yeah.
Well, that's Xbox Game Pass and all that. That app is okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the Windows Store
but the Windows Store is shit.
Is ass juice. Yeah.
Right. So the fact is, the PC crowd knows what they want, and they're gonna stick to that. Okay, they're not going to be treated as second-class citizens, because first of all, the PC, they don't have to pay for online. The console people have to pay for online. So yeah, Sony trying to implement PlayStation Plus on the PC ain't gonna work. Now, Microsoft implementing Game Pass on the PC, that kind of gave them an incentive to go towards Game Pass, because they're going to get all their games in there. But
only $10 a month.
Exactly. But it's not, oh, we got to pay for Game Pass so that we can play online. It's not that. What it is they're getting.
My wife is seeing her picture on here. She's over here looking like, what is that you got written there or whatever? And I'm sitting there saying, like, congratulations on your 7-year anniversary for being cancer free. And so Ham Solo said you was an AI character. So yeah. You want to wave your hand?
Didn't believe you were real. Didn't believe you were real.
Well, you gotta come wave your hand. This is
before.
All right. Anyway.
But no, the thing is that the PC crowd, they're not going to put up with the bullshit. And what Sony is on right now is some bullshit. Now, here's the thing. If Sony was smart, they would try to implement some TOSs for those 177 countries so that way they can create a PlayStation account through the computer.
They
Because
don't have the infrastructure, Viper.
I know they don't. I know they don't. But if they were smart enough, they would try to implement something in there so that people can have a PlayStation account. Because remember, PlayStation is popular in a lot of places around the world,
European
or
countries, yeah.
Xbox, right?
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing: go ahead and look at Ukraine. Remember that story about, oh, you have to buy the console to set up the account. You can't just do it online. That's a problem right there. That's a huge problem. And it's like, how many rakes do these companies need to step on to get the picture? Make it easy for the public to do things instead of trying to force feed it down their throat. The same thing with Microsoft when they try to force feed TV on Xbox One. The same way that they tried to force feed the um the online and the family sharing type thing and the cloud stuff, they tried to force feed that down everybody's throat before it was their time. Read the room. That's what these companies need to do. Read the room, because once again, you're going to have a group of people that's going to make you look like idiots, and you're going to
Yeah.
have to backtrack.
Well, yeah,
And that's what,
thankfully, yeah, the Helldivers community did.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
And here's another thing too: the fact that they released the game, the stuff wasn't there at the beginning, right? It wasn't required for them to sign in.
Mm-hmm.
And now, 3 to 4 months later, you decide that, oh, now it's mandatory for you to sign in. Now you put yourself in legal territory where now you can get sued. Class action lawsuit. Your ass could be gone. They could take down Sony in an instant. That's why Sony had to backtrack, because this would have ruined Sony as a whole, not just PlayStation, Sony as a whole. Because all these people bought these games, they didn't have to sign into the account. Now, this whole thing with Ghost of Tsushima, this is, at least now they're telling you up front, but still, the 177 countries that can't do it, they can't play Ghost of Tsushima.
It's not allowed in those countries, correct? That's
No,
what
Right.
I don't think it's allowed in those countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That was
So,
Even if they could, they couldn't, right?
well, here's the thing: the majority of Africa, actually, there's only one place in Africa where a PlayStation account is allowed, and that's South Africa. Because I saw the map. When I saw that map of the places that you could not sign up for PlayStation Plus, or just sign up for PlayStation in general, Africa was completely red, except for South Africa.
That's why Loke has so many problems, though.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then also there was parts of the Middle East. There were parts of like Eastern Europe going into Russia. I don't know if there's still a ban on Russia at this point.
There's still a ban on Russia. There's still a ban on
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So you got all of that. You've got all of that. I mean, yeah, these places, I mean, come on. You have a whole section of the world that doesn't have access to your content, and you're trying to force feed it down people's throat. How about you try to make inroads with those 177 countries first of all, before
It's about those ratings. It's about those ratings.
and I understand, but make inroads with those countries and see if, hey, maybe we can implement this into the countries first and let these countries know that, hey, we want you to be part of our group, and then just maybe, they might sign up. But what they're doing is just they're pushing it down, and like nobody wants it.
Yeah.
So just leave it on Steam. Don't put the requirement on there, and leave it at that. I know you want your monthly active users. I understand that, but no, you can't just force it down people's throats. Oh, and then also, I did say earlier this week. I did, I did say
Pause.
earlier this.
Did Minchie say pause? That's funny.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I did say
That's
earlier this
great.
week. I did say earlier this week that I was going to apologize for last week for not knowing about the situation of them implementing this into Helldivers. I was only thinking of Ghost of Tsushima last week, but and remember I told you after we had gone off the air, oh crap, it was all about Helldivers. So I apologize for not knowing that stuff, and then basically just thinking, oh, because we all thought it was just Ghost of Tsushima that they were just implemented into. No, they were actually implemented into Helldivers as well. So
well, yeah, I was
And
sort
apparently
of
in Helldivers, they still cannot play.
right.
because
That's
they
what I was bringing up. Yeah. There's still
They still
177
cannot play.
countries. Right. On top of that, so yeah, and that's the crazy thing, because even though when I brought this up that there was still some PlayStation stands that was trying to laugh it off and say, "Oh, look, Antarctica, really?" And I'm like, "What about the other 176 other countries?" You know what I'm saying? That's on that list. Like, you're over here pointing out Antarctica. Yeah, right.
The 6 scientists that work in the stations down there. Damn it, I can't play the game.
Right, and hell, I mean, they need some entertainment too, right? But anyway, but that was what was funny to me, because they pointed out Antarctica out of everything, and then when it is very problematic, and then it just, I don't know, like, because Helldivers 2 is a great game. Ghost of Tsushima is a absolute gem. In a the PlayStation hit. I mean, the way the PlayStation gamers aren't buying their games, they're not. You know what? You can't trust PlayStation gamers right now. Like, the console space is supposedly so important, but nobody on the console space is really buying shit except for Nintendo if they bring out something that is the right type of title. Go ahead, Sir X-Man. What was you gonna say?
And people mess with me and they say, no, it can't happen. But they have Bungie now, and Bungie's trying to make Marathon. What do you think they're going to do when Marathon comes to everywhere? What do you think? Are you going to have to sign in to Sony services? I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
come on now. And everybody say, no, that's not going to happen. Sony, I mean, what you call it? They're independent. They can do it. No, you're under Sony's wing now.
Okay.
Oh, and classic Marathon is free on Steam right now.
Yeah, let me read this, and then I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go to Darth on this. Okay, so he said, Chris Coleman said, it's impossible. We're gonna let you close us out tonight, Minchie. Chris Coleman said it's impossible for Sony to support 177 individual regions in a week. The game will be banned for sale since it breaks PlayStation TOS. 20 years hands off, no problems, and PlayStation and PC gamers ruin it for a simple link.
How did they ruin it?
Well, Darth, I'm gonna let you answer that, because to me, that is what does the kid say? Copium to the next level.
Darth, you are allowed to have a Magway moment and
Magway.
Oh, I don't know if I'll do that. That just seems that seems a little ignorant on that.
You can do it.
No, I don't.
But anyway, but your thoughts about this whole situation in regards to Ghost of Tsushima and with Helldivers, because you wasn't here last week. How will this affect Sony with them talking with the rumors about going and getting a launcher on PC? They were in good graces. They were selling well. Now the PC community is kind of looking at Sony sideways. Will this hurt them in the long run?
It could. I mean, if they have this, if they take this attitude where they have to shoehorn it in and say, hey, especially now it's like after the fact, like you said, Helldivers is been doing amazing well, specifically on PC, and then all of a sudden you're telling everybody, well, you're gonna have to put this in, and then it's gonna block out all these people. That's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. I'm looking about Ghost of Tsushima now. Specific about the game, it's been out for a while. I know it's coming to PC. It's coming on to PC, and that's going to be the first time everybody there is going to get a chance to do it. That is kind of testing the water and showing how Sony is not handling it well, and it's limiting them when it really shouldn't be. And I'm looking. It says the only real reason for PSN to be connected is because of the multiplayer component of the director's cut. And it's like if you give players a chance to play the single player version and lock the multiplayer out so everybody can play the game, I mean that kind of goes against the whole Steam. It's a multiplayer. I get it, but you do that, give the people a chance to do it, and then work toward getting that infrastructure in other places. And like coming up with a way to do it instead of, it seems like it's almost like it wasn't ready. Nothing's ready. They just were like, just do it. And nobody thought, oh, it doesn't work in thes countries. Oh, well, it doesn't. It's just is poorly planned. It's a poorly executed. Yeah. And then they push it and because, it's breaking our terms of service. They're just being stupid about it. It's kind of like, I mean, it's like looking at the way that Microsoft has been doing things for years. And I bring them up just because that they've been doing the multiplayer in essence longer than anybody. Right. And they had to figure it all out. And they have a template that makes sense. And between Sony and Nintendo should have been looking at them and replicating it. And Sony eventually did with the PSN. But I mean, it took them so long to follow suit. And then Nintendo is still way behind the 8 ball in this regard. I mean, I think they're still using this stupid phone app to get connected with people on the Switch, which fucking kills me. But it's just seeing all that happen. It shows how far behind in this regard, both of them in regards to multiplayer and the whole community aspect and getting everything connected together. They're both really behind the 8 ball.
Old guard, right?
Oh God, yeah. They're the old leaders of the industry, but they didn't lead in this aspect. And Microsoft really has led this. And it's just frustrating to see how they're just outdated in their thinking and how they implement it. And then they look like they force it down and try to make it happen to the point that the whole community of Helldivers, which are an incredibly tight-knit community and really strong community to stick together, they were like, fuck you. No, don't do that. We're not going to accept that. And I'm glad they pushed it back. But like you were saying, it sounds like it's not even anywhere near fixed for all those people anyway. So it's really frustrating to see them take the stance. And yes, in the long run, if they continue going down this path in this direction specifically, it's going to hurt them. It's going to impact their ability to sell broadly on the PC. I think that's a big problem.
Darth, I got a question for you, Daniel. Microsoft there's a rumor that they're going to make a Halo-style version of what Helldivers does. Now, with Microsoft already having that infrastructure, and the rebellion over there on Steam for what they did, do you think that could be a hit?
Well, it all depends. It depends on how good it is. It depends on what you need to have it and the implementation of the game itself. But as far as the infrastructure, yeah, if they open it up and say you can play this and here you go, and they turn around, they're like, oh, I can play this or I can play Helldivers. Helldivers does have kind of its own community though too, so it'll be competing against Helldivers, not just that. Hey, we've got this thing and it'll do it in all the countries. The countries that can access, oh yeah, if they can like play that game instead, oh, it might take off. Yeah, and there for sure.
Right,
so I mean,
Halo needs to worry about Halo, not all these other modes, not all these goddamn other modes. Worry about making Halo right.
Hearing how much they spent on disgusted me, dude.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Microsoft has the same problems in some of those countries too, where they're not allowed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. Worry about Halo. I know what you're saying, Sir X Man. You're right. But I heard that they were going to make
You
that.
heard that rumor too, right?
Well, no, it's not a rumor. It's true. They're doing that on Forge. They're doing it on Forge, which that's absolutely fine. But instead of trying to add another fucking mode to Halo, worry about Halo. You know what I mean? Like that. We let Helldivers cook and let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? You worry about, the franchise to save the Xbox brand.
Here, I'll lay out what K-Meg is kind of getting at here subtly.
Yeah.
is take Halo Infinite and compare, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me too, and compare it to Halo 5. And in my opinion, you see I see where the money was spent with Halo 5.
Yeah.
I don't with Infinite very much. I go, wow, where did all that money go?
Exactly.
It blows my mind seeing
It was
because
the new engine. That's what it was.
that
New engine.
didn't blow my mind. Halo 5 still blows my mind more than Halo Infinite.
And
I
that's
like
what's
it better
crazy
all the
You're
way
right.
around. It's a better game.
But see, that's the crazy thing, because people wanted that old aesthetic. I don't think if they went with what their first vision was to make the Halo look more futuristic, more new, I think this engine would have been incredible, because there's times that Halo Infinite looks absolutely stunning.
It can look great. Yeah.
But it's the old aesthetic. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. So yeah.
I don't know, the particle effects and when you hit somebody, you really feel it in
They can be cool. They can be cool, but it's just I don't know. The other thing is that when I play the multiplayer, and I'll just say this is a critique for Halo Infinite. It is the most sluggish playing multiplayer of Halo It is to turn into the control. I have it maxed out as far as I can, and it's like if I'm like comparing it to like a Call of Duty, and I'm just saying just from a control standpoint, or even Halo 5. Halo 5 I could swing around really fast, and this am constantly like getting like it just bugs me. The aesthetic for somebody that's a Twitch player, it gets on my nerves, and Halo 5 did just fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man, yeah. In Halo 5, you know how many times I got hit by people with a pistol sniping? I'm like, it got on my nerves, but I loved it, man.
That was me. I'm
That's because
sorry.
you're old.
Yeah.
True.
Pistol was life.
That
but
pistol
yeah.
was sick.
All right.
But,
So
Halo, we're gonna have that discussion another day.
Yeah. About we'll talk about Halo again. Me and Don made an agreement to where we're going to do Halo. We're going to stream us going through the Halo 5 story, and we're going to go through Halo 4 story as well again for the third time. But it's great. But anyway, Husky, it's you, man. Your thoughts about this, man? Is PlayStation really pushing the wrong type of gamer? Because again, there was Cassie that's a listener to she follows Ham Solo more than she follows me, but she made a great point and made it sense, saying that, like, look, console gamers kind of take what they're given, but PC gamers do not. Do Sony think that they can push the PC gamers into submission? Or are they in for a rude awakening?
So, listen, like, I agree with Cassie. Like, us console gamers, we're like a doorknob. Everybody get a turn. Just to be honest.
Oh man, you said we thoughts? We thoughts in the
Listen, I'm a console gamer. Like, literally, we take whatever they dish out, whatever that company or brand decides to dish out. We take. They want to raise prices. They want to close studios. Like, we take whatever they dish out, and that's just that's just the facts of it. But PC gamers, they aren't going to stand for that. And granted, now even though it with Ghost of Tsushima, it's only the Legends mode. You have to have that your PSN account. Like, if you just want to play the single player story, just play the story. You should be able to play that without having a PSN account.
Agreed.
And they did, because I know that if you do create a PSN account, it has some special stuff. It drops in. You can track your trophies, all the other bull. Like, some people, for listening to me, I love my PlayStation as well, but for the life of me, people in these trophies, Like I don't understand. Like I get it. I have my achievements stuff like that. Those are cool. I've never been a big achievement guy. It's cool to get them.
Yeah.
Same thing with trophy, but trophy. Oh man, let me see a trophy list. Why? Like I played the game, man. Listen, I played the game for the story. I'm trying to beat the story and roll credits and roll on to what next thing I want to do. Like I'm not about to sit up here and try to unlock every trophy. I have one platinum trophy, and that is in Spider-Man 2. Because I went through Spider-Man 2, enjoyed it, and I unlocked most of the trophies.
It's only an 8-hour game, right? No, play it. Let me not disrespect it. Go ahead.
Listen, unlock most of the trophies playing through the game. So I'm like, you know what? I only got like 5 or 6 more to get. I can knock these out real quick. But PC gamers are not going to stand for it. Sony has to come up with a better way to do this, whether it be a launcher or something. Try to work with Steam to implement, because one, you need the PC market. You need the PC market because your console market is failing. And not failing, but it's not doing what it once was.
It's not enough.
Correct. It's not enough. You need the PC market. And so far, the PC side, or what you guys have been doing, PC has been shit. The Ratchet and Clank came out. It was buggy. Well, it was a couple of games they put on PC were like buggy to hell, and they didn't care.
Horizon, The Last of Us remastered, absolute ass juice.
Now this Helldiver situation, you tried to bully these guys into doing what you wanted them to do, and they was like, nope, I'm gonna tell the principal, nope, I ain't standing for this shit. We're gonna get the big dog. We're gonna get the big dog. Like and listen, Sony was like, you know what? My bad. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they need the PC market. You need the PC market. On Sony side, they need to find a better way to handle this or do this so they won't lose those players. Because it's gonna come into a point, like it's only gonna so much they're gonna take to where they're like, you know what? I'm not fucking with none of those games. I don't care if they put them on whatever. They put them on here. I'm not buying them. I'm not gonna play them. Like and it's like you're gonna put a bad taste in these people's mouths, and they're not gonna want to buy your product. They're not gonna want to support your product, no matter what you do.
I said that last week.
Yeah, and once again, as we see from the PC community, they don't stand for a lot of shit at all. So keep on. If you don't find a way to fix and resolve these issues, like especially you need them. They don't need you. Let's put this out there. You need them.
Right.
They do not need you.
They got too many games over there.
Well, correct. I mean, how long has it been since PlayStation has actually dropped their games on PC? I mean, you're right. They've gone this long without them.
You guys keep missing the mark too. A lot of those PC gamers are Xbox gamers that didn't want to buy it on a PlayStation. Most of them, I see my friends over there playing all the time Helldivers on my Xbox lineup. Most of them are Xbox guys, and they not gonna sign in the PSN for nothing.
Yep.
They're asking for refunds. I know Core plays it. He like, I ain't doing that shit. He got a refund too. He was like, screw him. He's playing the crap out of it.
Yeah, and I'm saying I don't know if I don't like we mentioned it with last week or it was mentioned where the Arrowhead got on once they reversed it. Well, Arrowhead Arrowhead was back on there mentioning, hey guys, well, let's get back out here and kind of fix these reviews. Let's change these reviews to we wanted to be up for game of the year and all this other bull. I think and it's like and listen to me. I love what Arrowhead has done with Helldivers. The story, how they put the mission, whatever, all that stuff that the lore they built behind this game has been amazing. All that you put out an order, all this, we got a new order, guys. Let's go for democracy. Let's go do, it's been fun. But to see you guys own Beyonce's internet. Begging for people to go fix their reviews or change their reviews of your game. Wow. That's in the word. That's beyond me. Like, I don't like.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see that. Like, and that goes into some other stuff that goes on that happens. Just these ratings and stuff like that. That's a whole other conversation. But it's just seeing that and how it translates. Oh well, they fixed this. Go back and do this. But it's still people that can't play this game still because of what Sony was trying to do. Like it's just too much. Sony's got to find a way to fix this.
There's only
the community manager.
There's only one song for this. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away, baby.
Oh shit!
Anyway,
yeah.
the community
the thrill, baby.
The community manager got fired because he told them to downvote the game in order to make their voices heard. So he got fired immediately. But you know what? He was right to tell people to downvote it, because the fact is, you got to speak your mind about all of this. You have to let them know, hey, this is not right. So, I mean, for him to have his lose his job for that, I think that was wrong. But obviously, it's a business.
Business or not, that's still bullshit.
Hey, Cozy.
Facts.
Welcome to the
What's
party.
going on, Cozy? All right, good stuff.
Cozy.
Okay, Sir X-Man, next before last. Your thoughts about this, man? What is PlayStation putting themselves in a bad position because they're wanting, as what people call the MAUs. They want to try to get as many of these accolades because they seem like they sold for them. Is this going to work for them going forward with the PC community? Because obviously there's still PC gamers that still pushed out, not only on Helldivers 2, but also within what's going to happen with Ghost of Tsushima.
Nope, I just got one phrase for this, and you can move on. Sony, you reap what you sow. Next, move on.
All right, okay. All right, Minchie, you close us out. You send us home on this one. What is your thoughts on this, man? I mean, are you kind of like with everybody else, or do you have a different take? And just just tell us your truth.
Yeah, let's hear that northern voice. Come on, girl, hit it.
No, the Sir X-Man's gonna make it uncomfortable. Don't worry about it. Let's just go. I will call the proper authorities if you need me to. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Well, so I work with a guy who plays Helldivers like all the time, and I get to listen to Helldivers podcasts. So yay!
Oh boy,
lucky you.
Lucky me. And then so I get to hear all the news, and I guess what the Helldivers community is saying, well, Sony wants to do this, we just won't buy anything from Sony.
Exactly.
That's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna say no to Sony. No matter what it is, they're just gonna say no. Because they think they shouldn't be treated that way, and this shouldn't be required, and I think they're just digging themselves a hole, and they can't put the shovel down. And they should just learn to put the shovel down and just acquiesce. But they're too stubborn to do that because they think they're the market leader and that they're gonna do things their way, and this is how it's gonna be. But that's not how it is. PC community will have its way. And they should just stop while they're ahead.
I totally agree. I just think that if Sony thinks that they can play the long game with the PC community, I think they're sadly mistaken. I mean, you just seen what they did with Helldivers, to the point to where
let me break this down to people what Michi exactly said. PC people told you can shove it up your ass. We ain't taking this shit. Right, Michi?
Exactly what she said. Yeah,
I know.
Exactly
I
what
had
she
to
said.
break I had to break down the lingo for
Oh
people.
my goodness.
But
yeah, no, it is a crazy situation. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. I mean, I understand why Sony is doing it, But at the end of the day, if there's a group of gamers that don't want it to apply, and it also hurts to where other gamers don't have access to the game, does the reviews matter that much? And obviously, I guess to them it does. Angel Azel Hanosis.
They'd be still talking about it.
Oh yeah, well, the media's on the take. This is something that we'll definitely have to be talking about going forward next week. I mean, if people are still trying to give the gaming media a pass, then shame on you. Yeah, I'm saying shame on you, because it is way evident now. It's not even it's so up in your face, it's ridiculous. But Angel Azel, he sits there and he says, "Great show. Rain Code is coming to Xbox. Let's go. And listen, man, hell,
Umbra's up in here. What up, bro?
Yeah, I saw Umbra up in here. What's going on with you, brother? But yeah, and I seen Cozy Beluga. Thank you, and Chris Coleman, and the rest of you guys. Thank you. I'm saying Anime Reaper. You know what I'm saying? He's saying take Halo away from 343. Absolutely not. Tell me a bad Halo game. Can anybody tell me a bad Halo game? On a standard of what is a bad game, tell me a bad Halo game.
Halo 5 got one.
Halo 5, even if you wasn't a fan of Halo 5, it's not a bad game. Honestly, I'm asking an honest, legit question. Tell me a bad Halo game.
Okay, for me, it was Halo 2, because that
you need to get off this panel. We don't want to hear from you no more.
You know what? Let me speak my truth. Damn it. Halo 2 for me was bad because it physically made me sick. When it first came out on the original Xbox, I played it. And for some strange reason, physically, I was getting sick from Halo 2. I don't know if it was the colors.
So you're going to blame Halo 2 for your tender ass gut.
The TV. Maybe it was your TV. I think it was the TV. It was probably the TV.
So your tender ass gut gonna make you hate the GO tier Halo. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue. Let me hear about that tender ass tummy of yours, sucker.
How about this? I can say Halo 5 was shit too, because that was a terrible character in the first place.
Wow. Black man, hey, I never thought I would see dark-skinned crime on dark-skinned crime, but go ahead. Chocolate brother against chocolate brother. Go ahead.
I get through that one.
Wow. So, okay, continue. This man got mad at me because of his tender ass tummy, and this man goes sit there and take shots at the mighty Lock, man. Hashtag save Lock, bitches. Anyway, damn.
Halo 2. One of the greatest games ever made.
Hey man, even our brother Megatron said Halo 2, what the hell? But Megatron, he explained himself. It was his tender ass tummy. You know what I'm saying? Please tell Bungie he apologized. Tell the people out there, tell Phil and them that he apologized. Yeah, because
he was playing on one of them big old 70-inch fatback TVs.
Right. That's what it was. And 40p. That shit didn't have VRR. Your stomach was turning like a motherfucker. That shit was hurting, boy. That 40p was cooking, boy.
Games, Halo 2.
Man.
Wow.
If you even said Halo 1, I would have said, okay, that might have been because whatever. But you said the GOAT of GOATs, and man, Halo 2 was. Listen. As much as I love the mighty Halo 5, Halo 5 is nothing compared to Halo 2, though, brother.
I was over here co-signing with him. What the fuck?
Woof. Woo, okay. All right. Man, man, you got everybody else on the panel just awestruck. They like, man, shut this show down. DJ Berto Das, he said, Viper, you wild for that one. That's all he can say. He put all types of faces on that one. Oh my God. Okay, so please let one more time, Viper. What was the reason why Halo 2 was the worst Halo for you?
Once again, it physically made me sick.
Okay, I got you.
Because think about it, there were other games that made me sick. Okay,
mm-hmm. What other games were that?
So I'll go back to the original Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. That one.
And if you say another hot classic, I'm about to kick you off this show for life.
That was a great game. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God!
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Good God! The original Turok the Dinosaur Hunter made me sick. I don't know what the hell it was, but like I said, that made me sick. The original Duke Nukem, that made me sick. I was doing good with Doom. I could do Doom, but Duke Nukem, there was something about that one that physically made me sick. There were other stuff that was other games that made me sick because I don't know what it was, if it was the colors, if it was the frame rate, whatever it was, it made me sick. Now, the remaster of Halo 2 didn't make me sick.
Okay.
So that's where I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on? But like I said, it physically made me sick, and that's what gave me the hate that I had for it back then.
Oh man, Yobi, you gonna make this man come after me, man? I gotta remember this is the wiper, man. He can come and get you. He's a military man, but I'm gonna do it just for it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we gonna hashtag tender ass gut right here. We go the wiper. You know what I'm saying? AKA the wiper, man. We gonna get him. We gonna light his ass up. I might pay for it, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't hear from me, if you don't see a GRG in about a month, you know what's happening, man. He got me. His ass snuck up and got me. But listen, I got suitcases all around this motherfucker. I'm gonna give it everything I got before he gets me. So that's it. He gonna be wounded some way, shape, or form. Let's go. Anyway, in Oklahoma, it's make my day law, boy. I'm gonna use every aspect of that law if you come near me. Anyway, all right, let's get the hell out of here. Hashtag tender ass gut. Get him, Yobi. Get him. This man, I can't believe you just said the most sacrilegious stuff ever. The mighty Halo 2 was the worst game ever. But that's okay. It's understandable. If you couldn't play it, then we get it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Problem,
oh, that was definitely a him problem. But listen. If he was sick, then he was sick. There was nothing we could do about it. Like I get it.
You went back to your PlayStation, didn't you?
Yeah, I did ask the question. I did ask the question. All right, so let's go to the lady over here, and so we can go ahead and get out of here. Michi, really appreciate it. Again, anytime that you want to hop in, you don't even have to ask, young lady. But where can they find you at? It's always a pleasure to hear your voice. Where can they find you at?
On X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. At Mitchie1971, and then on Xbox, Mitchie1971, and on PlayStation, Mitchie1971. Hey, there's a theme.
It is.
There's a theme, and that's where you can find me.
All right, excellent, man. My man over there looking a little droopy-eyed over there, so we got to get him on out of here, man. But I just had to cook Viper a little bit, but man, Husky Akage, man, where can they find you at, brother, man? Hey, I'm sorry, but I that blew my mind. That man said Halo 2. I don't know if that blew your mind, but it blew mine.
Listen, it blew my mind. You right, sir, X-Man. It was disrespectful, but he gave his reason. He gave his reason. It made him sick. You know.
Better TV.
TV.
But where can find you, brother?
Yeah, y'all, you can find me here on GRG on Fridays with the rest of this crazy panel. Other than that, man, check for me. I'll be on TikTok, Twitter, all under the same name, the Hutchko Kage.
Let's go. Remember, hashtag TAG, lady Jerry. This put hashtag tag, and we all know what that is, baby. All right. Darth Praxis. We had a Darth Optimus, and then we have a Darth Praxis. So you know what I'm saying. But as we know, you've won, Mr. Praxis, and Darth was sent away as the otter he was to go hang out in his burrow in L.A.
He's more dark, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. Anyway, man, what's going on, man? Let everybody know where they can find you at, brother.
You can find me at Wasted with Wise on Fridays, and then here as well, and on X Twitter at Praxis Darth, and that's it for now.
Right. Excellent. Yeah, I was expecting to come on to the show this week, and then when he said, "Hey, Thursday," and I was already doing some other stuff Thursday, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just have to do it.
I'm like, crap, man.
Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, no doubt, I will definitely be doing a double duty with you at some point in time. But yeah, thank you for coming on as usual. Let's go ahead and move on, man. Sir X, man, I feel you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I feel your pain. Man, where can they find you at? I'm still in shock. I am still in shock. We have Xbox representatives watching this podcast, and this man, you made an Xbox. You had a person that plays, that sits with Phil Spencer, goes on trips, hangs out, and play games with this man on a regular basis, and you sit there and make that man come out and acknowledge himself and say, "What the hell?" But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Hashtag.
I'm just. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to say, man. It just. Halo. Okay. Halo 2.
It's okay, Sir X, man. It's okay. It's okay, sir.
Let's just sign out. Let's just get on out of here, man. It's midnight.
Don't forget
the Halo 2.
We can make it. I swear to God, we can make it.
We can make it, man. People got to go. People want to enjoy their weekend. Come on now, Sir X, man.
I'm done.
Okay.
Like Dirt Griggity said, you are now POS of the week.
Oh, shit. All right. What can they find you at, Sir X, man?
You find me here next week. Y'all know where else I'm at. Let's move on. Get out of here.
All right. Okay, Viper, man, my lord. But where can they find you at, brother, man? So before I'll get to the super chat after you do your sign outs. Where can they find you at, other than you having some Pepto-Bismol on deck?
Indigestion.
That man needs an enema.
When you got heartburn, that man. Husky's a fool for that one. He got me thinking of singing a song in my head. Diarrhea.
Anyway.
Oh, he likes that pink juice, huh? He likes that pink juice.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Come on, man. Okay, Viper, where can they find you at, man? That man was speaking his truth. We can't keep cooking him. I mean, we'll cook him next week, but, man, come on, man.
You will. You got me at RG Viper X on Xbox and on PC. So, yeah, here we go.
Oh, man. I really do appreciate it with everybody, man. Thanks for the full panel here. I will. I probably won't be able to have SteamYard up next week, but we'll be here definitely in 2 weeks. Because definitely the Xbox event's going to be coming up, and I know that we're going to be getting we're going to have a lot of people on the panel and stuff, so we can hear what they got to say. So, and I look forward to all that too. So it's going to be good times. But DJ Berto Das, Miss Patty, It's about that time. Warm milk for Sir X-Man. Yeah, man. He's going to bed early tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm not sleepy. Viper.
Oh, man.
I ain't ever been that disgusted right now. And I love this man. This man is awesome.
Man.
But oh my God.
Oh, man. All right, guys. You know what I'm saying? We run a little bit late tonight, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You still got time. If you and how the club kind of runs out here on this side of town, you know what I'm saying? You got about two and a half hours at the most, unless you got the after party, which there's a couple of places that can go until 5 a.m. But, you know, for most places, they go until about 1:30, whatever. So you got plenty of time to go hit the spots. So I can live through you guys. Go do the damn thing. But remember, always protect yourself. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm living through y'all. Because as you see the picture behind me, man, it's my wife. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to you, baby girl, for, you know what I'm saying, going 7 years cancer-free. And, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't be more happier for that, man. Because that was a really, 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 really crazy time. Especially having stage 4 cancer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that she was going to make it. So, you know what I'm saying? So for her to still be here and then still be a nagging ass old woman, that's okay, man. I'll deal with it. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad she's laying down asleep now. She might have heard me and she might attack me later on. But anyway, everybody have a good one. And remember, enjoy that dance off, pants off. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. Everybody have a good one. Peace. We out.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.